How about now? Now it's working. Oh, for the love of God. Well, there it is. I do apologize. I'm not going to start all over again. Hey, look, it's 47 degrees. Wind is heading to the south at 3 miles per hour. Air quality is at 34 and good. And for those of you watching, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that you couldn't hear me. But I guess it's like, ooh, silence. It's not a bad thing coming out of that one. But anyway, pressure is at 30.12 inches and rising. Visibility is at 10 miles. Sunrise is at 6:36 a.m. This is annoying. I have a brand new setup, and it's like almost each program that I use has to have its own connection. And I do miss that from my old, dumber computer, because this is a brand new gaming computer. And I didn't have to use a different setup. I only have one mic. It's like, come on. Oh, wait. Well, what's this one right here? But anyway, it is what it is. So let me see. I'm going to make sure it is. Yeah, I'm making a lot of noise right there. And the sound is, well, whatever. I should have done a sound test right before, but yeah. Sunrise, 6:36 a.m. Humidity is 86%. Dew point's at 43 degrees. There is some stuff out there. And, hey, it is what it is, I suppose. And I want to thank you. Hopefully you are able to hear me now. Thank you for the text message. What a shock. Just babbling right into an empty mic. But hopefully you can now. UV index is 0 of 11. The moon phase is a waning crescent, and sunset is 5:34 p.m. So, yeah, that was embarrassing. National Rugby League. Right now, let's see what's going on. Actually, it's going today in sports. Robinson, in 1951, Sugar Ray Robinson defeats Jake LaMotta and takes the middleweight title back in 1951, years before I was born. And in 1966, Will Chamberlain breaks the NBA scoring record at 20,884. Now, I think we need to clarify what we mean by scoring record. It's points scored. Because if you remember, he allegedly had 20,000 hookups, alley-oops, for lack of a better word. So, I don't know. We'll see. Geez, I have to clear up my message things here. So, anyway, for everyone else in the chat room, can you at least acknowledge that you can hear me? Annoyingly so. So, I'm doing a sound check. And let me see. Let me know if you're able to hear me, please. And it's all good. Yeah, there it is. So continuing in National Rugby League, of course, the Whiteser preseason challenge round 2 has begun. And the Titans, 24-12 over the Dolphins. The Raiders. Oh, my goodness, the Raiders, 32-6. Cowboys, 66. Panthers, 24. The Sea Eagles, 33. The Warriors, 18. The West's Tigers, I don't know why I get a kick out of those guys, 42-26 over the Roosters. So, the Bulldogs shut out the Knights 28-0. And earlier today, the Rabbitohs edged the Dragons 28-24. Sharks visit the Eels at 11 p.m. local time. So 11 p.m. Pacific time. In ladies golf, let's see what's going on. Remember, LPGA 75. Let's see. Do we have a leaderboard action today? Let's see. I guess nothing on the LPGA. Going over to the PGA. I didn't even have a chance to check the leaderboard, so I do apologize. Do you hear me? Or am I dead? Ooh, not dead yet. Getting close. So. Stroke Play Championship in Port St. Lucie, Florida, February 8th through the 10th. That's going on. And let me see. Folks, I am doing a sound check. Please let me know. Quite a few people are watching. Guys, just come on. Right there. Right there, please. So, at the Stroke Play Championship, Port St. Lucie, Florida, 8-10. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that one actually happened. AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. It's going on right now in Pebble Beach, California. Ashke Batia is tied with Ryo Hisatsune at minus 15 and 129. Taking a look at hockey last night. Oh, yeah, the Olympics are going on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Was that so hard? Guess it was. Watching the scorekeeper, hearing the scorekeeper flail about, I'm sure it was an issue. Thank you, Tony. Hopefully you have your egg whites and you're able to join us shortly. Later at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Finland takes on Italia. At 3 p.m., USA visits Denmark, and you can check it out on Peacock USA. I got suckered in for Peacock for the Olympics. Actually, I think I was trying to watch something, so I changed that one. Sweden 5-3 over Slovakia, and Latvia 4-3 over Germany. So tomorrow on the 15th, Switzerland versus Czechoslovakia, Canada versus France, Denver versus Latvia, and USA versus Germany. So that's what we have going on in Olympic hockey. The NHL is in their hockey break. It is what it is. Good morning, anime girl. Thank you for taking the time in the NHL standings in the Eastern. Oh, I'm not going to do the. Yeah, there's a division. Tampa Bay Lightning, 78 points. Montreal Canadiens side with Detroit Red Wings at 72. And the Buffalo Sabres at 70. In the Metropolitan, the Carolina Hurricanes, 78 points. Penguins, 70. Maybe I should show you what I'm doing. Then you can see my trials and tribulations. There it is. Carolina Hurricanes, Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Islanders, 69 points. And the Columbus Blue Jackets, with the Washington Capitals at 65 points. In the Western Conference and the Central Division, this is the Colorado Avalanche. I told you about Evelyn, right? When I was in the 7th and 8th grade, we used to play beat the ball. It was a tennis ball or a racquetball. And Rob, I think I told this story already. I told this story already where when someone would drop the ball, I guess you had to run to the wall and beat that person there. You had to beat the ball because if the other person would get and throw it back and you didn't get there in time, you were all out. And it's just a game of survival. It was like war ball or dodgeball. But it was just one side of the court. So every time Evelyn would run by, she was very well endowed. She was a big girl at the time. And Robin, who was thin as, he was like, oh my God, here comes Avalanche. So every time I remember the Colorado Avalanche, I think of my classmate back in the 7th grade. I wonder what Robin and Evelyn are doing today. Oh, two beautiful souls. The Minnesota Wild, 78 points. Dallas Stars, 77. Utah Mammoth, 64 points. And in the Pacific Division, the Vegas Golden Knights at 68 points. Edmonton Oilers at 64. The Seattle Kraken, release them, 63, tied with the Anaheim Ducks. That's a quick look at the NHL. And look, IndyCar, 15 days, baby, for IndyCar. Do you hear a little bit of sarcasm? I wouldn't know. But thank you. Thank you, anime girl. If you're getting sarcasm, for me, it's pretty big. But that's neither here nor there. Mission Foods, 20 days to season opener. The Gator Nationals in Gainesville, Florida, March 5th through the 8th. That's coming up. And Bahrain today. Yeah, look, you can tell what I was looking for. This is eBay doing me wrong. Look at that. All little Star Trek toys. You know, I'm sucker for the Star Trek toys. So I bought something on eBay. It cost me $100. And it was like 8 of the Eagle Moss toys. You know how expensive those are. They're like $30 each. And there were 8 of them. So, yeah, I committed the sin. So, a little excited. I haven't seen family in a while. They're going to be coming over today. You know, I knew I was going to touch on the subject, so I do apologize. I am a little tired. I'm full of sarcasm. So, I've been very quiet on social media, for those of you that know. I did post the bad news on what is going on in the family. So, I don't know what I'm going to be doing with Sports Talk with the Guys very soon. I contacted Michael. As you know, Michael is basically the guy that is running the network. Let's be real. And I told him I'm not going to be doing any new programs moving forward. I'm going to finish out the Game of Thrones on Monday night. I'm also going to finish out the Star Trek, which we're doing on Saturday night. And I don't plan to do anything further. For now, I'm going to continue with Sports Talk with the Guys, but you all know what's going on. So I'm not expecting to let go. This will probably be the only program I'm going to do for the next. I know. I'm overdoing it right now, but I'm going to keep on Sports Talk with the Guys for the immediate future. As conditions change, we'll see. But Margarita did return home yesterday. And her family's coming over today. They're going to be here for the next few days. She was released. The infection that I had mentioned is a blood infection. Not so certain we know where it came from, but hopefully within 8 days or so, she will be visiting the oncologist and we'll know what the plan is from that point forward. So she was in for another 5 days. That's 10 days in the last 14 days. But for those of you following me on social media, the reason why I'm making this announcement is because she has pancreatic cancer. So it looks like it's also gone into several other organs. We're not 100% on that. We're going to find out as we move forward. But my time will be familial, for lack of a better word. If it is the aggressive nature that unfortunately we believe it is, well, look it up on your own. We're in the 15% range of pancreatic cancer. So it has altered our life irrevocably. And we'll see. On a personal note, I really thought that she was not going to make a go of it, and she is. So that is where my time is going to be. I will continue to do what I do, but Saturday mornings will be where I'm going to be for a while, and that's going to be it. I have no desire to do any of the other programs right now. So I'm sorry to throw those beans out there, and the family has a significant challenge moving forward. 2026 has already been, well, 2025 was a significant gut-wrenching year, and now 2026, here we go. So, yeah, I have to tell you, when she got out yesterday, I was running around doing errands, and we were having trouble with the CVS app because the medications that she's been given are very difficult to acquire due to the nature of it. And the hospital had to call several times to make sure that the pharmacy would dispense them. And, I went in there And I'm thinking that I'm stoic, maintaining, and I go up to get the Norco because she's been given Norco, uh, and right away the young lady there says, "What's going on?" I'm like, what do you mean, what's going on? She goes, "Yeah." And then she could tell by the medication I was getting it. It's very specific, and it was really. She was very nice. She's dispensed our medication for years. And here I am thinking I am maintaining this stoic image, and everyone is reading me left and right, which is absolutely hilarious. So that was a gut check in a really funny way. And she was very kind to us. And everyone has been very kind already. I don't, I can't hide it for lack of a better word. So that's why I'm being upfront with everyone. That's why I'm pulling back from a lot of things. And we're going to concentrate on the stuff that is going on in the family. I am privileged to, oh, that was wrong. I'm lucky to be in the position that I am where I'm at home for this. So this is good. And I am busy. I'm drowning in work. I'm breaking records left and right and appointments, and I am eternally grateful for that. Yeah, I don't say it all that often, but I am. But anyway, I'm sorry I threw the beans out there, folks, and I'm sure you guys are tired of it. But that's what's going on in the life of Scorekeeper. So Bahrain is February 11th to the 13th. They're going to the testing right now. It's actually going to go on to the 18th and the 20th of February. Round 1 begins in Australia, March 6th through the 8th. So if you look at Formula 1, it does say 88 hours, 39 minutes, 27 seconds for the actual testing. So preseason is here for Formula 1, and it is what it is. NASCAR, folks, let's take a look at the schedule. I am already booking. I'm not going up there. There's no way. And I appreciate that, Tony. Tony, thank you for your comments. And, I know a lot of people here are on my Facebook page, and that's where you get a lot of the news. And when I went to see her on Thursday, I shared with her all the social media comments. I read each and every one, every like, every love, and the comments. They were well taken. She was blown away. I translated each and every one of them, and it meant a great deal to me, everyone that took the time to respond. And I was just floored, absolutely floored. I'm eternally grateful. I'll never forget things that have happened in my life and what social media has meant for me and my family. And when I went to share, or when I was there sharing, I could see fire in her eyes, which was really cool. And usually I see fire a different way. I told you, she is not vindictive, evil, or mean. She's just not well, and she's had a hard go of it. But I am so gratified. And maybe that's a bit of selfishness on my part, that she's going to give it a go. And I'm eternally grateful that she is. And I think that's what I meant to say. So I thank all of you for that. Yeah. So I appreciate that, Aisha. So, yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at NASCAR. I am a bloody mess. There it is. It is what it is. So if the smile looks fake, it's because of the crown that I have. And they put a blasted crown in. Oh, and I made a joke of, folks, I know this is pretty bad, and now you're going to focus on this. But I chose the color of the crown, right? Pearly white. Wow, not all of my, not all of the mandibles are white. So I made a joke, and it was inherently racist. And the people at the office, I'm not going to say where, they genuinely laughed when I saw the color, and it went in there, and you could see the mirror, right? And it was pearly white. And I said, oh, management has arrived. Oh my God, she died laughing. Look, people are gonna get offended by that, but it was because it was bright white. I got a chuckle out of the dentist and the assistant. Oh my God, it was stupid scorekeeper being who he is. But looking at the schedule, I am so much looking forward to the Toyota Save Mart Sunday, June 28th. Folks, if you're going to watch a NASCAR race, in my humble opinion, that's the race to watch. The Sonoma race, it's what many people refer to as a race course or a road course. I know, they're race courses. A road course. And with Sonoma, it has lefts, rights, up, down. It's cool. It is a cool race, folks. NASCAR is just a bunch of left turns. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. I think, yeah, you got it. Because it was brighter than all the other colors, and here we go. Stupid scorekeeper, man. Utters the first thing that comes to mind. Oh my God, it was funny. It was painful. They had to give me like 4 shots, man. That sucked. And I'm so loving. And then I heard him say, "Okay, we're gonna have to go for the long needle." Dude, I know I'm being numbed, but I can still react. What the hell do you mean long needle? What the hell is that? I'm envisioning, and the Bill Cosby thing. And, oh, hey, how you doing? You doing any fishing lately? It's like, oh my word. I was gonna go through that, but they're really cool right there where I go. I'm not going to mention their names right now because of the insensitivity of of my comment. But Toyota Save Mart 350, it is a lot of fun. You guys should go on over there and check it out. So, and of course, Major League Baseball opened up, and pitchers and catchers have reported this week. That is absolutely awesome. Then we're going to have some news, spring training and stuff. Gallen returns to the Diamondbacks on a 1-year deal. That's due to sources, but it has been reported on Major League Baseball. What the hell? I couldn't remove that. Of course, in Dodger news, my assistant over here, Claudia, is losing her mind because Kike Hernandez has returned on a 1-year deal. He announced it on his stream, and of course, he showed it to me. I mean, this woman is, yeah, she's crazy about him. There's no doubt about it. And we'll see. And as you know, we are season ticket holders now for the San Bernardino or 66ers. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I might actually have tickets to give up now. But we are fans of that team, and we love going there. We're going to see what we're going to do. But there's going to be an event coming up, and it's going to be kind of cool to see what it's like. We're going to be attending every Saturday home game, which makes us season ticket holders. And I guess we have our own entrance. We have I don't know. We're going to see. But Gmo and I are committed to Saturday night games when they're in town. So it was cool. It actually wasn't that expensive. It was only, I think, like $300 for like 18 games or something. It was absolutely ridiculous. And that was for 2 tickets. And we chose in the area that we love, Section 7. We're right there in front. And we have the aisle and the second seat. So really kind of cool. That's where the PA people set up, where they do all the things. We know a lot of people at the San Bernardino, the San Manuel Stadium. They are a lot of fun, man. They put in a lot of time and effort to entertain the fans. We love going there and just can't wait to be a part of that. But we're going to soften our excitement, obviously, knowing what's going on this year. But it's really cool what's going on. Major League Baseball is right around the corner. Now, we do have the Baseball World Cup coming up. Hey, I think it's kind of cool. I'm not going to pass over judgment. I mean, what are you going to do? It's going to be available. Oh, I did get the reminder. Here it is. So right now, I have Major League Baseball TV for $149. I pay, and I enjoy Major League Baseball. I get every game out of market. So when I had the cable service, because we just have cable, not, we just have internet. We don't give guys. It was $300 a month for basic cable. It was absolutely ridiculous. So we just gave up on it, and now we just have cable right now, or internet, and I watch MLB TV, and it works. We're able to watch so much baseball. When we had Spectrum, we had the Dodgers and Angels, so I was able to watch everything. But it's just prohibitively expensive. $300. I might as well buy tickets to games. I did. Anyway, that's what's going on in the life of Scorekeeper, at least as far as paying bills and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not going to do any of the follows, but apparently you can get ESPN and MLB TV for a good price. And I'm looking into it. I have until like the 24th of February, because I did get that email. And maybe I could read it on there. But I don't know. We'll see. But I know Gmo does watch it. I do enjoy watching Major League Baseball TV. And it's really not too bad. Garrett Cole and the Yankees, he talks about being able to return around June. So as a Yankee fan, I'm looking forward to that. We know what happened during the World Series now. Vesia is immensely grateful for the widespread support after loss of child. It didn't take an idiot to realize what was going on. And folks, sometimes people don't keep secrets. And we talked about this. I told you I knew what it was. I didn't want to be the jerk to spill it for everyone. But this is one of the few times that everyone in Major League Baseball knew what his family went through. Remember, during the playoffs, all of a sudden, everyone was wearing his number. And no one said a word. It is one of those rare times that a community came together to acknowledge, and the wishes were, dude, this is private. And I'm sorry those were the conditions, but way to go, baseball players, everyone in every organization, for keeping their mouths shut about this, because they wanted to keep it private. As you know, he spoke in this article, speaking on behalf of himself and his wife, Kayla. Vesia expressed his gratitude to the Dodgers and the baseball community as a whole. You know what I think of the baseball community as a whole. And I gave props then, I give them now. For their support after the death of their newborn daughter, Sterling Soul, in late October. An emotional Vesia spoke for more than 6 minutes on Friday at Camelback Ranch, which is just east of us here in Arizona. I'm in California. It's east of us here in Arizona. An emotional Vesia spoke for 6 minutes, delivering a prepared statement for his first public comments since his daughter's passing. The lessons we've learned from this is that life can change in an instant. Oh my God, Mr. Vesia. Yes. For us, 10 minutes is all it took. Sterling Soul was the most beautiful girl in the world. We got to hold her, change her diaper, read to her, and love her. Our time together was far too short. Kay and I will keep those precious moments and memories to ourselves. I hope that anyone listening can empathize and respect our wishes for privacy as we continue to heal and as we navigate the ups and downs of a baseball season. Vesia, who was arguably the Dodgers' most reliable reliever last season, did not travel to Toronto for the beginning of the World Series. Remember, the Toronto Blue Jays had his number on their, I don't know if it was on their uniforms or their caps. Midway through the World Series, Dodgers relievers showed their support for Vesia by wearing hats with the number 51 emblazoned on the side. A few days later, the Blue Jays relievers joined their counterparts in the opposing bullpen in recognition of what the Vesias were going through. Wow. When Kay and I were watching the World Series, we noticed there was a number 51 on Louis Varland's hat. I immediately texted Gus Varland, his brother, and I asked him if I was seeing that correctly. He texted me back right away and he said, the Varlins love you. Dude, the whole Toronto Bullpen has it too. It's bigger than baseball. We love you all. The Blue Jays did it as well. We talked about that. And they kept it quiet. Unreal. This was one of those rare moments where humanity overcame the reality of what was going on the field. And I'm glad that Mr. Vesia and his wife are moving forward. I cannot imagine what it is to lose a child. I do not know what that is like, and I hope to never know. I've had coworkers that I've seen lose their family, or a child, I should say, and it changes them. And only because I'd known them for so long do you actually notice the change that they have. It's subtle, but it's there. It never goes away. And I hope the Vesias can move forward. So, but anyway, it is 6:34 a.m. It is February 14, 2026. I know Scorekeeper is being incredibly morbid this morning. I'm sorry. I don't like that TV, that HDMI camera. It only cost me like $20. All of the cameras that we have, there's another one up there on that monitor, another camera. And over on Claudia's desk, there's another camera. And the other workstation has another camera. Yeah, there's 4 workstations here. It's right in the middle of the year, baby. Things are going on. So it's really cool. Yeah. So anyway, I understand CP3 has called it in basketball. He is leaving us. Chris Paul is, that's it. He says this is it. This was announced yesterday. CBS Sports has the article. Oh, here we go. You had a room. Well, okay, if he's announcing it, this is the time when you can actually say it. And sure enough, Robbie Kellen had nothing else to say. Chris Paul officially announces retirement from the NBA after being waived by Raptors. This is it, he says. The future Hall of Famer will not look to join another team in his 21st season and final season. Thank you, Bobby. Single child syndrome at its best. Thanks, buddy. Good. Chris Paul announced Friday that his official retirement from the NBA effective immediately. The 40-year-old point guard released a statement after being released. A statement saying, "This is he," after being waived. After 21 years, I'm stepping away from basketball. As I write this, it's hard to really know what to feel. But for once, most people will be surprised. I don't have an answer. But mostly I'm filled with so much joy and gratitude. While this chapter of being an NBA player is done, the game of basketball will forever be ingrained in the DNA of my life. I've been in the NBA for more than half my life, spanning 3 decades. It's crazy even saying that. Playing basketball for a living has been an unbelievable blessing that also came with lots of responsibility. I embraced it all, the good and the bad. As a lifelong learner, leadership is hard and is not for the weak. No, it's not. Some will like you and many people won't, but the goal was always the goal, and my intentions were always sincere. Damn, I love competing, he says. Paul's Hall of Fame career did not come to a storybook, ending in his 21st season in the NBA. After returning to the Clippers this offseason, Paul announced this would be his final season in the NBA. But the team parted ways with Paul less than 2 months into the season amid reports of internal frustration with the veteran. Paul was then traded to the Toronto Raptors in a 3-team deal as part of a salary dump, with Toronto never requiring the legendary point guard to report to the team before officially waiving him on Friday. Rather than seek an 8th team to play for to close out his illustrious career, the 40-year-old opted to call it on a disappointing season that ends on an otherwise spectacular career on a bit of a sour note. Paul hoped he could return to the Clippers organization he helped to build into a perennial playoff threat, and that is true humbly. and be part of another contending squad, but instead found himself clashing with the current leadership in the LA locker room. That tells you that the current team didn't like him. That's a bummer. Despite that disappointing ending, Paul will be a first ballot Hall of Famer and will go down as one of the greatest point guards to ever play in the NBA. Over his 21-year career, Paul scored 23,058 points, dished out 12,552 assists, pulled down 6,006 rebounds, and created 2,728 steals in 1,370 games played. That productivity puts him all over the NBA's all-time record books. And he's second in all-time assists, second in steals, 16th in games played, and 41st in points. He finished his career selected to 12 All-Stars teams, 11 All-NBA teams, and 9 All-Defense teams. While he never captured the ever-elusive NBA championship, teams always took a step forward after acquiring the point god, and he reached the postseason 15 times with 5 different teams. Wow. I was privileged to see him play a few games in person. It was good. I will miss seeing him on the court. And he was also a vocal union leader. So I suppose we have that in common. And it is what it is. But CP3, enjoy it, buddy. I can tell you, for someone that only has to do something 2.5 months out of the year, other than what's going on in my life right now, and I don't mean to joke about that, but I enjoy trading up my 12 months for 2.5 months. So if you love what you do, are you really working? I don't know. I would have to tell you, no, you're not. But that's okay. Going on in additional news in sports right now, the Raiders, unfortunately, are getting a lot of rumors being thrown at them due to Matt Crosby. Actually, I'm not even going to get into that one right now. Don't know if you heard that Derek Carr wants to play again. So he retired, as you know, but the rights are still held by New Orleans. So they're talking about the other quarterback that was with Minnesota. He had retired, allegedly, and he came back. So they're going to follow the same rules on what happened. So it looks like Derek Carr, even though he's under contract with New Orleans, even though he's retired, the rights are still owned by New Orleans. He's going to be allowed to talk to teams, make a deal dependent on making a trade. So it looks like New Orleans is going to get a draft pick or so, maybe even a little bit of money for Derek Carr. So Mr. Carr is not done yet. So we shall see. Oh, Google Chrome just gave me some notifications. What? I clicked yes, and nothing opened up. I went out to the hat. Well, no, I didn't go out to the hat last night, but the team did. We were working here, and what's left of my pastrami? Oh, there it is. It's right there behind me. See that? See that brown bag, Tony? Yeah. Oh, okay. Those are the drums for my printer, and there's the hat bag. So I'm going to put it in the microwave this morning. There's only maybe a fifth of my pastrami left, and one of my buddies from Palm Springs was here yesterday. Michael, as a matter of fact, not Michael Day, but Michael Perez. I went on the cruise with him and his wife. Oh, beautiful couple, great. We're going to be going on another cruise together in the not too distant future. And they're salt of the earth people. They're absolutely beautiful. They were able to make an uncomfortable situation go well. And I'm going to make them suffer through another one with me. but I'm going alone. Yeah, you guys know the story, what happened, but I am back to single person cruising. There's no doubt. I was doing it before, made a mistake, a significant one, and I'm back to, yeah. So that's neither here nor there. That's for another program. You already heard the sad story on that episode. But Derek Carr, I guess they're talking about which 5 teams he might go to, and this is on CBS Sports as well. So where are they talking about? Oh, the Vikings. Okay, that's a possibility. They're in a nightmare situation, a quarterback. The Steelers. Oh, and of course, New Orleans, they're already moving forward with their quarterback. That's their guy. They're not going to do anything else. The Steelers are obviously waiting on Tin Head Aaron Rodgers, or Tin Foil Man. So we'll see. There's a possibility he could be a Steeler. The Colts or the Chiefs. Oh, man, what happened? Oh, I'm thinking of Denver right now. Yeah. They both had a quarterback that suffered a serious injury toward the end of the season. So, yeah, Kermit, I believe, as Gridiron Girl says, he's going to be out for a little while, right? I think so. But where else can he play? The Falcons. Oh, okay. You mean the Raiders aren't listed here? Come on, you can always go back home, can't you? Can't you? Come on, Derek, come on back. But that's what they're talking about. That those are the 5 teams that he might be working with. So I believe it's a foregone conclusion. The Saints are looking to allow it to happen. They're going to get a draft pick out of it. And it's probably going to be a high draft pick because when Derek Carr left, well, potential is there. And good for him. I hope he does do well. And I hope he does get, a deal done. So it's 6:45 a.m. here on Sports Talk with the Guys. I am the scorekeeper. It is Valentine's Day. And we're not going to talk about the Valentine's massacre that happened in Chicago. You guys should look it up. It's kind of a cool moment in mob history, not mafioso. That's more like East Coast type stuff. But the Valentine's Day massacre, I'm not going to do an episode on that either. But let me see. Wow. Yes, I have to. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I know that's disgusting, but you can actually see the crown, and it stands out. Anyway, I apologize. I don't want you to get that's horrible. You don't want to focus in on that. I'm going to be sensitive. I'm going to be talking like this for the rest of the day. Anyway, the crown is back there, and I'm going to have another crown done. But I think I'm going to hold off on that. I have 2 fillings that have to be done. So, unfortunately, I think this Tuesday I have another appointment. I'm really unhappy with that. But I was a little sensitive when I had the crown on, and I realized, yeah, somewhere. So, hey, it's good. I needed the work done, and I'm happy that they're getting it done. So, it's all good in the hood, as they say. So maybe Aisha will be joining us shortly. Guys, I am hurting for a hit. This is going to be rude. I'm going to abandon. Oh, hi, little girl. Canela is in here. And she is she's right behind the. There she is. Look, do you see her? There's Canela. That is our Frady cat. But she's here. Hi, baby. How you doing? I opened up a can of. A can of. Oh my God. Sometimes you know what I'm going to say, right? Well, yesterday I made a payment to someone, and I don't use Venmo all that often. So I realized that I could do it through my American Express card. I use Venmo to send them. And when I was writing the note, scorekeeper is stupid. He is beyond stupid. And we wanted to see if it would go on the note. And it did. And it's just because I was trying to make it work for 10 minutes because he doesn't take Zelle. Whatever. So I sent it over to him, and it was GFY, GFYS, I guess. And it went through on the text. Kind of fun. But as I was going to write it, both of them said it. And I'm like, man, can they read me that well? And it was actually kind of funny. Sorry. Scorekeeper is immature. Hold on. See, that's Zephyrin Cochran's. That's the Phoenix. When I posted on Facebook, a few people got it because you know that I actually had a small Christmas city this year. I'll see if I can go back to those pictures a little bit later. But I've always wanted to have, when I was growing up, I've loved miniature themes, cityscapes. And I should have been a city planner. That's what I should have been. Or an architect, whatever. But I'm all over the place. Sorry, I'm an emotional mess right now, so forgive me. At Christmas time in Southern California, there were particular houses that would go out of their way that they would do their entire front yard. I know it was bad. Sister Marichon's rolling in her grave. They would, just fix their houses and make it look like a Christmas setting with rivers, towns. One or two even had trains. These are houses throughout Southern California, and my eyes would just pop out because they were lit up. They had the little cities, and I said, when I have the opportunity, I will do it. Well, I visit secondhand stores regularly, and I've always done that. I'm a secondhand person. My mother always would visit those stores. And so I no shame. I visit many secondhand stores. So during the holiday season, I'm seeing the porcelain houses. I'm like, man, some of them are only like $3, some are $5, some are $40. So whatever. And I was in CVS and they had this 8-piece, just generic porcelain set of houses for like $30. I'm like, man, purchase them. Put them there, and over the next week, I went on a rampage, and I think you guys saw the pictures on Facebook, where we had like 16 houses all of a sudden, because I deliberately hit all the secondhand stores, and it was kind of cool. And Margarita and Ariel put Christmas lights, and it was a cool little city. It was neat. It was on our dining room table. And they went and it came with little trees. So it's cool. But what you guys all don't know is, there she is. Look, there she is. Hey, baby. She's eating from her can right now. I'm going to have to let her go outside. But anyway, that's Canela or cinnamon. The neighbors called her cinnamon. But she'll stay with me. She'll be like right here, right next to me. But I can't pet her. So... but she's part of the family, and she's a good little soul. But anyway, I am all over the place. So I did the houses, and that's Zephyrin Cochran's ship. And for those of you that know Star Trek, you know where he flew the ship from. So I originally posted a picture of all the stuff, and I said, look, my little Christmas town. It was neat. And then I posted it 2 days later with that one in the background. And the caption was Bozeman, Montana. Most of the Star Trek fans actually got it. It was kind of cool because that's where the ship flew from. When it comes out of the missile silo out of Bozeman, Montana, where the Vulcans come down and make first contact with humanity on April 5th, 2063. You should know this already. And if you don't know it, read. Be smart. Don't be stupid. April 5th, 2063. And if God is kind to me, I will roll up in my wheelchair or be carried like a pharaoh. So people would shut me up. And I will be in Bozeman, Montana on April 5th, 2063. I will be old as I will be like 90. Well, I'll be 93, turning 94. Can you imagine that? That's the only thing I've asked for the Almighty. I want to be there on April 5th, 2063. That's sad. I got to get my priorities straight. So I have to get, well, if my compatriots were to come and join me, I wouldn't leave an empty screen. I could get my cup of coffee. So they are tormenting me by not being on with me. Yes, I need you to join me so I can get my drugs. Oh, boy. Taking a look at other sports right now, news. Now, it's possible the Cubs and A-holes, the A-holes and the Blue Jays did make a trade. So the Blue Jays have traded for outfielder Jesus Sanchez, with the Astros getting outfielder Joey Loporfido. Sanchez, who's 28, hit 237, 304, and 395. Now, someone who's in the sports industry, when they're fans of the player or they have a connection, they would say his slash line. That's a lame line. That's not a slash line. 237 batting average, but he is a major leaguer, so okay. 237, 304 batting, on base percentage, 395 slugging. And when they throw in the WAR number, he's a bad player, because those statistics speak for themselves, right, Canela? Canela, look at her. Hi, baby. You're feeling good. I need to let you out. I know, but I can't leave the screen. So I'll let you out when they join me. So anyway, Loporfido, 26, returns to the A-hole organization where he was drafted and developed until heading to the Jays. In the You Say, mention a cat, and I get covered. Good morning, anime girl.
Good morning. Go let the damn cat out. Go get your damn drugs. Go on. Rev up. Bugger off. Depart the scene.
Let's go. You've been free.
There he goes into the distance.
Don't look at me that way. Don't be that
Rhinestone cowboy on his horse. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. Short show. Time to depart. Yay, it's me.
Oh, God. It's cold.
Right. What can I talk about? First thing, Six Nations Rugby in Great Britain. The match today is Italy v Ireland. The halftime score is Italy 10, Ireland 5. Later on today, we have England playing Scotland. That's the old rivalry, England-Scotland match. And then later on, we've also got the France-Wales match. So there you go. That's your Six Nations for today. Good God, he's back already. Yay.
Thank you, and I appreciate you covering for me. I let her out, so she's so skittish that when I went to let her out, she made a beeline. I'm like, wait a minute, do you want to go or not? And she did. It's just sometimes she doesn't.
Well, when you were gone, I just gave out the score between Ireland and Italy in Six Nations, and said about the other two matches that are on today. Oh, yeah, the England-Scotland match on today, and tomorrow is the France-Wales match for the Six Nations.
Yes, that is my cinnamon girl. Thank you, Alma, for the text. Appreciate it. Glad you're watching right now. Hope you're doing well. So that's my cinnamon girl. That is funny. The song, yeah, duh. Very good. I will not kill the audience by using my oratory skills in a musical manner. Did you like that, anime girl? Did you like that highfalutin phrase?
Yeah, I want to know what dictionary you swallowed. I mean, damn it, old man. I mean, you're not normally this coherent. So, do you want to tell me what's going on?
I just had my cup of Joe.
So, a cup of Joe has made you completely and utterly coherent, has it?
I wouldn't even say coherent. I blush, anime girl. You call me coherent, or you refer to me as coherent. That's not gonna be.
I wouldn't
Oh my
blush.
goodness.
I wouldn't blush there. After all, I mean, there are times when you are coherent and you do elucidate on various things that are of interest to some of us.
Wow,
Not often, but
you're almost talking dirty this morning. Wow. So let me see. Let me see what I'm doing.
not
Today
a
I
lot.
have one, two, yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 appointments today. Wow. I have, but 4 of them are in office and 5 are video or telephone, which is not bad.
No, same meat, different gravy.
Yeah. So, but I'm running ahead. Oh, I'm gonna have to send out some invites to the ones in the afternoon. But I am programming a break. So I do on Saturdays while Star Trek is on. I have the 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. on a Saturday block closed so I can review the program. But once that one is over, I think they're in episode 6 now, so there's still 4 weeks.
This
to go.
is this is the Starfleet Academy or something, is it?
Yeah, the Starfleet Academy one. Yeah. Oh, it's
Okay,
7 a.m.
this is the one that I've only seen the reviews of, and so far nobody seems to have a decent word for it.
It is being beaten up on the internet, and I really don't know why, anime girl. And in the environment that we're in, I have to believe that the negative commentary is driving ratings. If you're not frothing at the mouth, if you're not insulting, people are not watching you. And I have taken training online on how to attract attention, and you have to use these key words, and there has to be conflict, there has to be confrontation for people to be attracted to your stuff.
Yeah, I suppose so. Or you come to the defense of a quote national icon, which I discovered because somebody put something on my Facebook page, to which I was not best pleased, and I came to the defense of this particular icon. And now every time I go on Facebook, my page is overflowing with, oh, this person like this person like this. I'm thinking, really?
Yeah. We've never operated that way, so that means that we're not very good at building an audience. We have been building an audience for years, but it is very, it's tiny and compared to other people. But you do your program, and there are good commentators out there. There are genuinely people there are people out there that have talent, but many other programs are hateful, and people like that because social norms don't allow us to be that way.
True.
So
True. I mean, I found out when I was working with Liz, on the day we really never got anybody watching on the day. Even though we were live, we had no viewers, or maybe one Justin would pop in, or you would pop in for 2 seconds, put a like in and bug out. It was only 3
seconds.
3 likes?
3 seconds.
3 seconds. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. But it was only afterwards that, after the program had gone out, it took like a couple of days, and all of a sudden it would just go.
Yes.
That's the thing that surprised me and Liz, was the fact that nobody would sit down and watch us, but after we were gone, then somebody would be watching. We'd think, hey, yeah, we're doing well,
I've always believed, and when we were doing our program, the same thing was happening. But when you showed up with Liz, and folks, we still miss Liz. We
Oh
genuinely
yeah.
do. She should have been on already with us. And a lot
I
of people
think
still may not know, but we lost Liz early this year.
I believe, isn't it yesterday and today there was something being done online for Liz for a final journey. I
Oh,
believe.
I did not.
So I believe. Don't quote me. I mean, I'd have to double check it. But as far as I'm aware, then there was something. Because I got a PM from Max.
I did not know.
So I will just double check. I will just double check.
And thank you for that. For those that know and don't know, we lost NorCal girl early in the year. We also lost another host she was on Travel Edge Radio. And yeah, I guess I'm being super more. It's 2025, 2020, late 2025 and early 2026 has kicked our behind hard. And
it would appear that whatever it was has now been cancelled. It's no longer there. It was there earlier this morning, but it is now being removed. So there you go.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I have my pharmaceuticals here. Yes, I do. I have them here in my desk. So it is 7 a.m. I have to take 2 of them. So there they are. And
I have found it.
I'm taking drugs on
I have found it. It was on a different site. This is the online version of Elizabeth Cooper's Celebration of Life. Start a video call in a few minutes. It will be active throughout the service. Group video call, tap to join. And there was a load of people tapped to join. I believe that was yesterday. I do not believe that is on today.
All right. Well, thank you for that. I did not know. I have been not paying attention to worldly
You've got your own. You've got your own situation to deal with. Let's be honest, goalkeeper. Yeah. Without sounding the eternal pessimist or downturn, you may, and I use the word advisedly, you may be starting the journey that I started in 2023. I hope you are not, but you may. And you know where my journey, but you know where that journey started in 2020, or where it ended in 2024. You know where that ended. I hope you're not starting that journey, but you may be.
Well, I did refer to Margarita coming home yesterday. When she came home, I referred to it as us hitting the beach.
Yeah.
So our drive is to the civilized capital of the world, allegedly. For those of you that know, you know what I'm talking about. It's just an alliteration, folks. I am not implying, I'm not trying to besmirch or insult some endeavors that happened in 44 and 45. I'm just saying that it's our journey is akin to that. We hit the beach on Friday. So we'll see. And
now you got to make sure now is that the landing was successful.
Yeah.
My landing was not so successful.
Well,
I took 2 months and it was gone. I lost. I'm hoping you don't.
Well, I'm seeing it more as the entire campaign because I know the hedgerows are coming up. And I don't know if we have the teeth on the text. So I know we're getting into the weeds. So So did
Yep.
me.
Those
Actually,
them damn weeds can be sneaky. Them damn weeds can
that
be
is pretty
sneaky.
good. But I'm referring to the journey that we're going to be going on. Is just yesterday was we hit the beach. Over the next 8 days, like I said, she has to clear up the blood infection, and once she does that, she's going to see the oncologist. So, um, like I said, and I'm sorry, folks, this is taking up my life right now. My life is that. Um, it has been altered irrevocably.
Well,
So,
do you want a bit of a laugh?
oh sure, I'm trying to be, man.
Right.
But it's not working.
Do not take this personally, right? But here you go, just for you, for a laugh. Okay. There you go.
I've been trying to I have been trying to summon a fuck to give all day. So far, I've gotten 6 demons, opened a portal, and brought 2 of my ancestors back to life, but still no. Oh my god, that is actually funny. I would love if you could send that to me. That one is cool, folks.
You want that one? You can have it.
Oh
I'll send
yeah.
it to
Oh,
you.
could you put that one back on again? Because other people would probably want to read it. That is damn funny, folks. And yes, it is.
All right, hang on. Let's see if I can. Sometimes you pop at the top, but the other times you disappear down the bottom.
Oh yeah, folks, you have to have a sense. Look, I learned a hard lesson yesterday when I was at the pharmacy. I really did. I thought I was keeping it cool. I didn't want to show any emotion, whatever. And the first damn place I go, they're like, what's going on? What's happening? And this is just someone that I know that I see maybe once or twice a month, but I've known her for like 8 to 10 years. And she works at the pharmacy, and she was so kind to take the time to speak to me.
There you go, Rog. There you go.
There it is, folks. It's beautiful. Give me a moment. I'm going to put it on the main screen. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I messed up. Hey. Oh, my God. There we go. I was trying to make it. There it is.
There it
is, folks. That is damn funny. I appreciate that, Aisha. Folks, forgive us for being, a bit, whatever, but that is too damn funny.
The language is inappropriate, but the sentiment behind it is not, shall we say.
So it is funny. I like that one. And if you guys laughed this morning, it's all good. And folks, I'm sorry. I am gonna. It is life. I am learning a hard lesson. I went to breakfast yesterday before I started my long day, and at that restaurant, they themselves like, "What's going on?" Like, what the hell? I just want my chile verde. And folks, I am unfortunately hooked on chile verde. I am not a pork man, but I'll let you pass judgment. But at El Merendero, the food is absolutely phenomenal. And of course, the young lady at the bakery is gorgeous. So, yeah, she is. So, hey, I'm an old man. I can say it. I have no problem. So, it's really cool. It's a nice restaurant, and I do get the sweetbread every now and then. And they laughed a few weeks ago when they were going to do major work. So my appointment at the dentist was like at 9 or 9:30, and I almost snuck into the restaurant. I actually went to get 2 bags of sweet bread, one for the family and one for. So I went to see one of the waitresses there, and I came in. I just said, "Hey, I want to let you know I'm not going to have breakfast today." She's like, "Oh, really? What's going on?" I have a dental appointment, and then I immediately showed her the paper bags. I'm taking gifts so that they don't harm me today. And she laughed. She thought it was great. She told one of the other waitresses was coming over to say hi too. And she said, I heard her say, he's a smart man. He's taking sweet bread to bribe the dentist. So I was going in there, and Now, what happened on Tuesday when I went, I was spent because, as everyone knows, on Monday night, she went back into the emergency room. And we were there till like 1 in the morning. And then we didn't get home till 3 because we went to get a bite to eat. And we weren't home till 3 in the morning. So Tuesday morning, I had my dental appointment.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I think they were expecting sweetbread, and unfortunately, I was like, "I'm so sorry."
I do have another one similar to what I'm just showing you.
Oh,
but
go
this
for
one,
it.
This one has a soundtrack, and I took this off of Facebook, and it's by Ray Smith. So if you want to find these things, go look for Ray Smith on Facebook. He does these stupid things. So yeah, I've got an idiot with the drill.
Oh, okay, that is funny. That's all right.
I've got an idiot with the drills. Okay, hang on. Here we go.
That is cool. I want to welcome everyone this morning, though, before Anime Girl does what she does. We have quite a few people watching. Why don't we do a sound check, folks? Why don't you just comment in the chat room, please? Let us know who you are and where you hail from. Otherwise, I have to, just shut me up. Go.
Right. Here we go. Here we go. Right.
When I die, do not look for me in the sunset. I'll be chasing you up the fucking stairs when you turn the lights out.
That is good. I think I might have one or two that are doing that to me from time to time.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that one, I thought, yep, yeah, I like that one. That does for me.
That one is funny. There are people that are so talented out there, folks, that do these videos, and it's really cool. The Heine phone. That was the Heine phone, or some people would say the Sancha phone.
Yeah, that's them saying we've broken contractual rules or something, or copyright rules.
Oh no! You guys notice I upgraded. I have the Ultra Galaxy 25 for the phone that I don't use. Isn't that funny? I don't use this phone, but I've begun to, because I'm tired of my iPhone. Everyone has this number, and I'm tired of it. It rings incessantly. So I'm kind of starting to switch to my other phone. But then this is the Galaxy that has so many business things on there that I'm caught in between. So I have my IT guy. Oh, my God, I can't believe I said that. I do. I have my IT guy. 2 weeks ago, everyone got Jedi.tax emails. So everyone in the firm, my God, the firm, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I never thought I would be in this situation. So I am now IT person hooking everyone up to the network. And it's like, oh my God, this is fun doing what I'm doing. And I'm so thrilled that I have the privilege of being able to do. I'm growing a significant enterprise. I had to work it in there. Come on. I had to.
You had to.
And there are so many things that I'm purchasing polos that have our logo. And it's not that everyone's going to be wearing uniforms and stuff, but there's stuff that they're going to be able to wear if they want to. And it's terribly exciting being able to do this. But I joke with my clients when they come over because, you have a second phone line. I briefly share my frustration. And I refer to this as my Sancha phone. So I think a lot of people know what that means, right? The Sancha, the side chick, the girl on the side. But everyone laughed. Yes, everyone laughed when I said, this is my Sancha phone. It just never rings.
No, it has.
Well, you heard the little dig right now. And everyone laughs when I say that. This is my Sancha phone. It never rings.
Now, who was it? Was it anything important?
It was. It has a thing that it gives me a little thing in the morning where it'll give me either a weather report or it says, hey, this is your day starting. And then in the afternoon, it gives me another one saying, hey, this is what's upcoming, weather, news, whatever. And then there's an evening one. So it's kind of like hey, pay attention. So, for instance, it's telling me cloudy morning, and it gives me a brief theme. I know you can't see it very well, but it gives me a weather. Yeah, it's really bright, and I apologize. But it says what the weather's going to be and what's on my event for calendar. So it's a little reminder of what's upcoming. Then gives me a brief, psycho news report and sort of on change settings. So it does it like 3 times a day. That's all that was. It was like my little morning ring. Hey, this is what's going on in the world. It's an absolutely awesome phone. And the only reason why I have it is because it has the pin to write the notes. So that's why I want this one to be my business phone. But it has a different business line. And no one has this number. It belonged to a little lady from like Pasadena. It never rings. So I want
so
that.
you're the little old lady from Pasadena. Okay, I got it now.
I have her phone now, and I don't want to give that number out because no one has it. Well, actually, a lot of people don't know that this is my daughter's old number, which I kept. The point is, it never rings, and that is bliss for me.
Cool. Cool.
So the number that I have, my business number, it rings incessantly, and I'm an introvert, folks. So it gets to the point where I'm like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. And I've told people, I always tell my clients, don't be stupid. I'm an old man. If you're going to do this thing, call, hang up, don't leave him a call, hang up, don't leave him a call, hang up. You do that 3 times in a row, you're blocked. And that's it. Go, well, how you good? Well, but I thought you're blocked. I am too old to play these stupid little games. I am not with this instant stuff. I'm not. And I've told them, if you want to get a hold of me, set up a phone appointment. And it's actually a joke because a lot of my clones, they know each other and they're always talking. And they'll bitch to my assistant or they'll bitch to my daughter. And I will always hear, so-and-so's been trying to get a hold of you. And I'm like, yet they call all of you. And what do you tell them? Set up a phone appointment. Duh! I tell everyone, if I'm meeting with the client, I'm not going to take your call.
Well, that's obvious, that is.
I'm meeting.
Yeah.
So,
well, you remember I used to be in the army?
Yes.
Well, they set up a hearing test for me. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah, here it is.
Royal Artillery's Veteran Hearing Test Center. I like it.
So there you go.
That is cool. So, folks, if you do find me on Facebook, a lot of people were actually finding me because my old Facebook image had me with the Alaska background. Folks, that is one of the best pictures I've ever taken in my life. And it was taken by a young lady. I told you guys the story, right? When I was in Homer, Alaska, my last day in Alaska, a lady came up to me and she was like, would you like me to take a picture of you? And she was really cool. And she's, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to intrude on your vacation. And I turned to her and said, is it that obvious that I'm a damn tourist? And she's like, yeah, you're taking pictures of the mountains and everything. Would you like me to take a picture? Because I was alone. And she took the pictures of me that I have of the background. They're flawless pictures. She was very nice. So she started talking to me. And it turns out, as I told this story before, that she lived in Southern California, in Irvine. And Irvine is a really well-to-do place. It is like one of America's top 10 cities to live in. So anyway, she'd been up in Alaska at the time for 10 years. And I asked her, okay, if you have a regret, what is that regret? And her regret was, I wish I would have moved here sooner. Wow, that was rather enlightening. And she told me what she used to do. and she fit the profile. I was like, wow. She gave it all up to go to Alaska. And that was, wow. She was one of the reasons that actually, you remember 2022, the high I was on when I came back from up there? Alaska changed my life, folks. It did. And I want to go back. I'm going back in 2027. And I still am friends with her. She's a very nice, beautiful lady. And I mentioned to her, because she asked, hey, you going to be coming up again? I said, yeah, 2027. And I think she actually made a little of the frown face. But it was really cool. I only spoke to her for like 20 minutes, and she was so nice. But we're friends on Facebook. And the images that she's always posting, oh, I mean, I just want to die. You know, it's like I was that I know that place or whatever. It's really cool. But Alaska did alter my life. It changed my perspective. And I miss it. It gave me a confidence that I never had in my life. And I want to go and capture that again. I want to go up there. So I am going up in April of 2027 again. God willing, I will be up there. I've already seen it on calendar. My flight will be like late on the 16th. I'm gone, baby. Right after. And I will be up there again for another 7 to 9 days. Anime Girl, it worked perfectly. It was 1 day of travel, 7 full days up there, and 1 day back. It was, to this day, one of the most perfect trips of my life. I was there for a full week and 2 days of travel. When it was time to go, I remember thinking to myself, oh man, I'm kind of sad I'm leaving. But then again, it was good. You know, it was a perfect week. And I was able to see so much. And I was like, okay, time to get back, you know. Let's go. And remember, I joked because the temperature was 29 to 49, folks, all the time I was up there. And it irritated me that every time I got back to the hotel room and I would watch the news in the evening, the first story was, will we break 50 degrees today? That's your lead story? That's it. I would love to live in a place like this. And that was Anchorage, Alaska. The war in Ukraine was the fourth story, which had just broken out in February. That should remind you where it was. And I was like, man, I would. But it is very difficult to live up there. It is. Number one, cabin fever for 6 months. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do that. But anyway, I'm going back up there in 2027. I may not go alone. I think I'm going to have some people go with me this time. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. And I paid $300 round trip. Can you imagine that? In 2022.
I'm not being ignorant. I'm just keeping the mute on because
yes,
every so often it's just, and you know, I don't want to interfere with the program. Just a quick update for those following the Six Nations. Italy versus Ireland. It is now Italy 10, Ireland 10. There you go.
Excellent. Thank you for the update. As a matter of fact, I mentioned earlier on Formula One, Bahrain is doing their testing right now, which will lead up to, I believe it's Australia where they're going to be opening up.
Normally it's either Australia or China. I think it's Australia.
Matthew. Hi, buddy. Matthew, we miss you. We really do. Cabin Fever. Yes, I know the movie. It is an utterly stupid movie. I know what you're talking about. Cabin Fever. Oh my God. I forget the name of the actor. He was a funny guy.
Chevy Chase, isn't it? Is it Chevy Chase?
I don't think so. It's another Cabin Fever movie. Is in 2002. No, it's not Chevy Chase. The guy is. Let me. Oh no, that's a horror movie. That's not the one. It was supposed to be a comedy, folks. The movie Cabin Fever. And yeah, it was supposed to be a
Did
comedy.
you say 2002?
No, that's the horror movie.
Yeah, that's the horror movie. You're right there. That's the
Cabin
horror
Fever
movie.
comedy. Oh, there it is. Actually, that might not be the one I'm talking about. But yeah, Cabin Fever. Actually, I think there's several now. Matt, which movie are you talking about? But I think there's several movies with the name Cabin Fever. Because it looks like there was one that was out just recently. If it was the one in 2024, I don't think I've seen that one. Okay, no, the horror one. Oh, wait, here we go. No, the horror one. Last year's There's No Monster or Ghost. The movie just ends. Oh, okay. I guess the one it was in 2024. It's a horror movie. Okay. No, or maybe it's Cabin Boy that I'm thinking about. Ugh,
Cabin Fever in 2002 is described as an American dark comedy body horror film.
That's not the one, though. But there's one in 2024 also called Cabin Fever. No, not 2024. Oh, so it is a horror movie in 2002. I've not seen that one. And it's funny. Can you hear? Oh, young lady, I need you to take over for a moment. I believe the gardener is outside. I need to verify.
Okay, off you go. Ah, there we go. We still haven't worked out what comedy film what film he's on about. That's your fault, Tortuga, or Tortuga, whatever it is. Speedy, get your bum in here. Explain which film, for God's sake, because you'll only keep going on about it. You know that, don't you? Your fault. I'm blaming you.
Sorry about that.
Oh, he's back again. Oh, and the blinding light from the bots.
It's actually the neighbor's one.
So you'll get the same as I am. You'll get the same as I am. Weird and wonderful sounds from outside, and you really don't need them.
Yes, folks, I cannot believe a client came over and did me a solid. You guys saw the imagery. Remember when I talked about that something was in our backyard? Remember that video I did?
Oh, yeah.
We really oh, Matt's asking for the link. Matt, where do you want do you want me to just post it on screen, Matt? Or do you want me to send it to you on Facebook? Tell me, Matt.
Holy moly. Update for the Six Nations. It is now Italy 15, Ireland 10.
Right now, I am sending this to Matt Alvarez on Facebook.
That's probably because when you went away, I told him to get his bum in here and explain which film he's on about, because otherwise you'll keep going on about it. And we need to know which film he's talking about. So
there you go, Matt.
Yeah. Blame me for this.
I miss you, Matt. So,
yeah, well, speed of a striking slug. Get in here.
So the reason why I got into the whole story of Alaska is because everyone knows. Oh, there we go. All hands. Matthew. Good morning, buddy. How you doing?
No, the mouse is in the house.
Can't hear you, Speedy.
No.
The Tortuga is back.
No, you don't. Now you're muted.
Officially muted. Officially muted himself.
Yeah, now you're unmuted.
Bingo! Yo. I must be in the front row.
Yo.
Matt.
Mouse in the house. How are we doing, Speedy?
Dude, we miss you. We figure you're working right now. We do see some of your posts. And it's, dude, we miss you. I'm glad you're able to join us. How you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm doing okay, except for the last 3 weeks. I don't know what's going on with my right arm, but doctors think I went to sleep wrong or something.
Really? What's the matter? What, Tortuga? What's going on? Look, Speedy, I have to tell you, You showed up, and look at what happens. Good morning.
Both wearing red.
Yeah, I was going to say, these two are in cahoots. Look, you know.
Cabin
Oh
Fever.
my God, cabin fever! No way.
Part 2.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, I would have guessed you had them. I would have guessed you had them.
Part 1 and Part 2. And today, make sure you go to see the 1981 classic, My Bloody Valentine.
Ooh.
Or if you like the remake in 3D.
So, is it playing today?
Is it what?
Is it playing today? My Bloody Valentine?
No, you watch your Blu-ray or 4K copy.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to reach for my horror genre, which is I think The Martian is the extent, or the no wait, no, darn it. Those kids, the kids, the Goonies.
The Goonies.
That might be the extent of my horror.
Oh no, I gotta brush you up.
Tony, I've been talking about watching more horror movies. I mean, it's just, dude, I'm not of the age to go on date movies and watch horror movies. I'm not.
Why not?
I just don't. I'm not of age anymore, but I should.
Yes.
But we got to get back into the horror genre.
Yes.
I know we have to. But
you guys can, not me. I'm through with that, and they're not even scary anymore. Like when you were talking about Cabin Fever, the one from 2002, the last scene, it just ends because the guy goes out and the girl goes out with him, and then she's like, the other guy that's with them too, he's like, look, they all turn around and there's nothing there. The camera doesn't show a ghost or monster, and people were pissed. They're like, some people, like 3 people, went back and actually asked for a refund.
Cabin Fever, they all died at the end. So I don't know what movie you're talking about. The original. I don't remember the remake.
Well, we may have mistaken it because I mistook Cabin Fever for Cabin Boy. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what Cabin Boy is.
Don't.
No, the only horror movie that I own is Prometheus. That's the only one I got.
The Alien one? Prometheus?
Alien. You got the whole collection?
No, just the one film.
Oh.
Okay, I do have all of them from Aliens, but Tony, I mentioned that I used to be, for my sisters, I would go on, I used to see tons of movies, while, well, all I can say is they weren't watching the movie, so screw it. I was watching the movie, and we actually got into it one time where they, let's go watch this, and I frankly told them, well, you guys aren't watching the movie. I'm going to choose the goddamn movie. Sorry. It was kind of funny. The summer of 80, Star Trek, the motion picture. Because the guy said, dude, we've already seen it. Like, you ain't watching. Shut up. I was 11 at the time, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just they ain't watching the movie. It was just kind of funny. So I saw a lot of Star Trek, and I did see movies. Because of being the chaperone, I also saw Prophecy. Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah. There's 3 or 4 of them with Christopher Walken.
This is the one in the late 70s, maybe early 80s, where it was a distorted or mutated bear. And that movie scared me. I did not like that movie.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's 1979. Yeah, what am I?
Bam!
Yep. Okay, I do remember that. What am I thinking about with Christopher Walken? Shoot.
I know the one film that I watched, my mate had it on, of all things, one of the first DVDs that came out, Event Horizon.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of The Prophecy.
Yeah, I was never a fan of that event, and I definitely do not
Horizon?
watch any of the Poltergeists.
Oh, I love those too. Part 1's the best, but Prophecy. The shoot, there goes my brain again.
Oh, really?
Join the party. Sorry, Tony.
It's in the egg white.
I got it. Event Horizon. That is an awesome movie.
Yeah, my friend had it on one of the first DVDs. He says, you'll like this. And I thought,
yes,
this is familiar. Why is this familiar?
People like it. It's in space.
I think I originally got it on a VHS video. I think I got it on a VHS video originally, but he got it on DVD. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, yeah, I know what this is.
Yeah,
But
it's really
you
good.
know, the poltergeist where the little kid's sitting there in front of the telly and goes, "They're here." You think, yo, switch the TV off. I remember when
Billy,
you
did
switched
you
the
get a
television off or the fan was closed down. That's what you got, was that noise. And it always stuck with me because I always felt somebody was looking at you through the screen. So with my generation, it sort of hit. No, turn the bloody TV off. Go look it off.
Speedy, you were gonna say. I'm sorry.
I was saying, Billy, did you get a haircut for the Super Bowl?
No, you know what? I did right before because I had to work the Super Bowl. So yeah, I did.
I thought you were going to wear sackcloth and ashes because your team never made it. Oh,
Wow. Damn.
I don't mind didn't make it, but then again, mine's a national joke, so I don't care.
Wow. Speedy,
No,
did you get a chance to watch the Super Bowl?
I thought we were going to say, yeah, we found the other streaker here.
Wow, Philly, you have been accused of something right now.
I was working. I wasn't working it.
Okay.
I was going to say, if Philly's going to be a streaker, he ain't going to wear the shorts. He's just going to go, boom.
You know, folks, as a matter of fact, we didn't have a chance where this is the after Super Bowl then. Speedy, Tortuga, did you get a chance to watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because for week and week, New England kept saying, we're going to do everything we can. They didn't do anything until like right before it ended. Now they decide to get on the board. But by then it was too late, so.
Yeah, that's interesting. Anime Girl, did you have a chance to watch it?
I fell asleep after the first quarter.
Ooh, okay.
As far as I was concerned, it was that exciting. I thought after the first quarter, I thought, you know what? Shove it. I don't care who wins. I went to bed.
Wow. Okay, Tony, you actually missed probably the first quarter, maybe even the second.
Yeah, I worked the first half, and then at halftime I had to do our raffle prizes. Then I had to drive an hour to my cigar lounge where I could watch the game. So I got there, I think, right around 9 o'clock. So from 9 o'clock on, I watched. So somewhere in the late third quarter. So it's like when the game got good.
Yeah.
I didn't miss anything from what I was told.
My daughter did not join us because, you know, that was on Sunday. Guys, the last 2 weeks have sucked. So, you know, so we were home on Sunday. This was a Super Bowl. This is the first Super Bowl that my daughter has not watched with me in a long time. So I was going to be here watching it alone, but Mooch came over to watch it with me. And apparently we both nodded off in the third quarter.
No way.
Yeah.
At least I've got an excuse. You know, I went in the first quarter. I thought, no, this is it, you know. And it was 3:30 in the freaking morning. I got an excuse. You got no excuse.
No.
We had a lot of food. He brought, I should have taken a picture of it. He brought a beautiful pizza over from Covina or West Covina. They're well known in the San Gabriel Valley. He brought the pizza over. Oh man, did that score? Pardon the pun. That pizza scored a lot more than whatever. So we ordered wings from Wingstop. The whatever. I ordered like 60 wings. It was crazy for the entire family, different flavors. But I didn't get the wings themselves. I got like the boneless ones. So I know Tony's like, dude, what the hell's the matter with you? But you know, it is what it is. We're, you know, we are. Gridiron Girl, get in here, Gridiron Girl, please. And I know she's like, I haven't awakened yet. Like, who the hell?
You know why he got the bonus ones, Philly? It's because he's old and he didn't have his crown in, so you know he could only suck the meat through, couldn't chew it.
Okay. I'm not prepared.
The guy I know that eats liquidized chicken.
All right. Anyway, I watched the game. I watched the game and I did nod off in the third quarter, but apparently my my buddy did as well.
my
That's kind of funny. But we did have a lot of food. It was really good. I think he was a bit surprised. I'm like, no, this is what we do. I've told people on air, stop by if you want. All I get is, well, my buddy brought the pizza, but I have the, those packages where you have the fruit, the veggies, and all that stuff. And then I got the boneless ones. But anyway, I got those. And I think there was obviously chips and dip. So, it's just get away for a little bit.
That's why you fell asleep. You see, you got all the way to the halfway show. You watched, what's his name? Fluffy Bunny or whatever his name is. And you just fell asleep because you were,
I did not watch the program. I actually did not watch the halftime show. And people were like, oh, you're making a political statement? No, I don't watch the halftime shows. Remember, Tony, I've talked about that. I just don't. I have seen a few. It's just this 20 minutes. I have stuff to do. It is. Folks, I wasn't making a statement. Hey, it is what it is. But, yeah.
I didn't watch the halftime show either. I actually went back and I watched
the Michael Jackson
one. Huh?
Did you watch the Michael Jackson halftime show?
No, I went back and I watched Green Day open the Super Bowl. They should have been the halftime show because everybody actually understood what they were saying.
Green Day. Oh, you're talking about the band?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess I know that. Dude, you know what? It is what it is. You're not going to make everyone happy right now, and it's just really sad.
No.
But I didn't see it because I had stuff to do. So I'm not trying to make a statement here or whatever. That music is for some people. It's not. If I like the performer, I have to admit, Tony, I did watch the Madonna one when come on, man. And I did. And there was another one that I watched. But in the last 30 years, there's like 2 or 3 halftime. That's just not my thing. And so I take advantage. I either heat up the food, change the better or whatever. So I enjoy the football game. It should be, in my humble opinion, it should be a national holiday, man. I really believe it should, or the day after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Monday.
Yeah, that would not be a bad thing. There was a study done. I'm going to see if I can find it. The most unproductive day in America is the day after the Super Bowl. Attendance is because people call in because they're tired. Some of them are not capable of even calling in. Whatever.
Yeah, some of them are incapable of even getting out of bed.
Yeah. And, it's just, Tony, okay. Your team was not in the Super Bowl, and yet you were watching the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why, Tony?
Because it's football. Football's on, I watch it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Kind of like with baseball. If baseball's on 2 teams I don't even care about, I watch it.
With the Super Bowl, it still is a little different, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's expected that it's the 2 best teams.
Right.
And you're hoping for a good game.
Well, it's bittersweet because it's the last game. So it's like I was kind of sad going into it because I'm like, man, this stinks because it's the last game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I did.
What did you think of the game?
Every play.
What did you honestly think of the game? Did you enjoy it? Was it exciting?
Oh yeah, exactly as I thought it'd happen. I figured New England would get blown out. It'd be a defensive game, and Seattle would pull away.
The Seattle running back. Wow. We learned something. Can't catch a ball for the life of him, which he did.
Crazy, yeah. An MVP
dropped
not
a lot
score a
of them.
touchdown either. He didn't even score.
Not crazy.
Yeah.
But hey, there was an argument to be made for the New
kicker.
England's.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. No, you're right. Yes. Because he broke the record, right?
Yes. 5 field goals in a Super Bowl.
Yes. That's number 1. But didn't the guy? Oh, you didn't watch it, Tony.
I missed the first.
The defensive player, the guy for New England, he swatted huge.
Yep.
I forget his name. He's either a safety or linebacker. Dude, there were 3 huge plays that could have been scores, and his defense was phenomenal. There was an argument for MVP for that guy, but they didn't win, and it eventually became a blowout. So, like, well, does a defensive player on the losing team get a vote?
No.
If it would have been closer, you could have made an argument. But when it ended up like it did I enjoy the game? Yeah. I enjoyed the fourth quarter. It really got really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy the game for what it is. I enjoy being able to spend it with people. So for me, the Super Bowl, even though it doesn't have my team, it's a big deal for me. It's on my calendar. I close early on that day. And yeah. Did I tell you guys that I never have male appointments on Super Bowl Sunday?
No.
They're all
No.
female. Because women are, less so. And on Valentine's Day, I have no female appointments. They're all male. This is hilarious, guys.
That's funny.
I've had that for years. Now, this year, unfortunately, it did change a little bit today. But all kidding aside, I'm not going to reveal their names. But when I look at the appointments, female. This is strange on Valentine's Day. Male. So there's only 2 female, but the rest are all male because the women are at home expecting to go out. And I've loved that whole thing that I never get a male appointment on Super Bowl Sunday. Great. It's just one of those things. But yeah. So I did. I saw all of his field goals. And when he teed up for the last one, I'm like, dude, this is kind of cool. Had Janikowski with the Raiders made the Super Bowl, I think the Raiders would have scored all their points by a field goal. And he'd probably have 7 or 8 field goals.
Yeah, Janikowski was one of the best.
He was. But, Speedy, I don't know if we were talking about it on Saturday, the last one. Well, yeah, we did. These field goal kickers. You weren't here.
When I've been on YouTube the last few weeks, I didn't see anything with Sports Talk with the guy from live until today.
Well, we're there, Speedy, but I'm glad you saw us today. And maybe you want to put a little bell. Maybe you want to follow, and you'll be notified. But that's okay, Speedy. Hey, dude, all kidding aside. So what is wrong with your arm, man? What's going on?
I don't know. The same thing happened last year when I went to bed on a Saturday, and I woke up Sunday, and my arm was in pain. So I think it's probably the bed that my sister replaced here. I don't know why she got rid of the other one. There was nothing wrong with that one.
So is this like a Fred Flintstones type bed now?
Or a hammock,
Something like
Made
that.
of concrete.
Not necessarily concrete, but maybe like rock, maybe a little heavy. I don't know. Maybe
the odd tree trunk or two,
Yeah. I'm sorry, Speedy, if that's the case. Hopefully you do think that. Oh, all hands. Here we go. Now let's get serious.
Morning, Gig.
Good morning.
Yeah, earth the Gig on your next little orbit. You can talk to it on the way round. You obviously get on with us yet.
How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. I'm waking up. Sorry.
Hey, you told us about the same time last year. Leave me alone. I'm waking up. So it's all good. Super
Just
Bowl.
celebrating the day early. That's all. Night early.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Super Bowl. What'd you think?
You know, I'm a defensive lover, so yeah, I loved it.
Did you go for the Patriots or did you go? I mean,
No. Are you
Oh,
serious?
so Tony.
No, there was
I-
not, I think it was me and Big Dog that went for the Patriots. Everybody else
Okay.
went for the Seahawks.
Yeah, Tony and yeah, you did. You're right. Thank you for that. It's just we didn't have dogs in the game, so it was just it was an
No, neither did
arbitrary.
I. I just I love football, so you know.
Yeah, you do.
So there you go.
So, do you know who I'm talking about? I mean, I'm sure you do. I didn't mean that. The defensive player on the Patriots. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Number 0?
Yes, number 0.
Yes.
He did make some big plays, didn't he?
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah. Tony, it's one of those you had to have seen them. They were phenomenal. I don't remember his name, but someone
Christensen or Chris.
Was it Christian Bale?
It's not
No.
Christian Gonzalez.
No,
is it?
he's
Yes,
actually
Christian- I think
Christian.
Christian Gonzalez.
There
But thank
it
you,
is.
Speedy. No,
Thank
it
you.
wasn't Christian Bale.
No Batman in the Super Bowl.
Um,
He tried.
No,
He tried.
just a couple of jokers. That's all.
oh, that's funny. But you didn't hear what Gridiron Girl said. He tried. Am I over exaggerating his defensive prowess, Gridiron Girl?
Sorry, you did a really big word that I'm not woken up to.
Am I making too big of a deal
Oh,
on how
no.
good he was on defense?
No, he was awesome.
Those
Scary
were some
awesome.
incredible. Those were some incredible defensive plays, weren't they?
Yes, he was the only one on their team.
Yeah, Tony. He kept them in the game because there
Mhm.
were at least 2 plays that were they had red zone written on them, and he came out of nowhere to swat the ball out of that, and never a question of defensive interference. It was just phenomenal defense.
You know who else
Man.
was good was former Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl champion Milton Williams, defensive tackle for the Patriots.
Mm.
I heard he got at least 1 sack and should have had like 5 or 6. He was all over in that backfield and all over Darnold.
Yeah.
And he won 2 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, no, wait. He was in 2 Super Bowls in a row. I'm sorry.
That's okay. He showed up in the big game. It's a
did.
big deal.
He did against
only have-
Mahomes and he did against, Drake May.
Look, they beat up the quarterback for May. There was no May on that. There was no Mother May I.
Mother May. I was just thinking that.
They only had 4 rushers most of the game, huh, Gridiron Girl?
Yes. Yes.
I don't remember if it was in the third quarter. I think it was in the third quarter. You can tell that the defense had it. They're like, dude, come on, guys, you got to show. And I kept asking for time of, there's a stat which they didn't show how long your defense has been on the field, and they didn't show it, and they kept their defense on the field a lot, and it just began to show at the very end.
They
The
were
defense,
panicking too.
yeah. It was really surprising how close the game was, but eventually the defense just couldn't hold. They were on the field all the time. Damn it!
Yeah,
It gets old, right, Gridiron Girl?
it does.
Seattle only ran 4 more plays in New England, and Seattle only had the ball 7 more minutes, 6.5 more minutes. So by the
Yes.
end, it was pretty evened out.
By the end, yes,
Mm-hmm.
because they made a game of it,
Mm-hmm.
and but in the second and third quarter, I was like, "Hey, man, there was a big difference in time." But Doesn't matter. They won. I was going for Seattle, sadly. And I didn't realize that my favorite receiver, Steve Largent, was part of the opening festivities for
Yeah.
Seattle.
That's
That
awesome.
was cool. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, that's my guy. I'm sorry. That's the player that I think was pretty cool. What, anime girl? What?
Nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing. Just to keep you updated on the Six Nations match today, it is now Italy 13, Ireland 20.
Thank you for
So
that.
Ireland has overtaken Italy. And later on today, you will have England versus Scotland, the eternal punch-up. Yay! I'm not saying which side I'll be following, but there you go.
I've talked about that. When England and Scotland and England and Germany, whatever, it's nasty, huh, anime girl?
I wouldn't say it's nasty, but, let's just put it this way. Instead of kicking 7 barrels of crap out of them on the field of battle, we now kick 7 barrels of crap out of them on a rugby field. And we still sing Flower of Scotland.
The
And we send,
hooliganism.
we send Proud Edward's Army back where it belongs, south of the damn border.
Wow.
Not that I'm prejudiced in any way, shape, or form, but I think the last 2 Calcutta Cups, which they're also playing for today, I think Scotland won them. So there you go.
No, that's good. I've always told people that if you want to watch a dirty match, just watch Germany and England in soccer or football.
Yeah, I mean, you want to watch you want to watch 2 teams give it hammer and tongs in a rugby match, then watch the England-Scotland game today, because they will not. It's played at Hampden, which is the Scottish rugby ground. Watch the 2 of them go at it today. They will literally knock 7 barrels out of each other because they don't hold back. It's worse than watching the English beat the French at Waterloo. They just go all out.
Yeah. Wow, you went colonial on them.
Yeah,
That's funny. Yes, I took that from Scrubs. I can't wait for Scrubs to return
Yes.
to television.
I was thinking about you when I saw that.
Scrubs was fun. Speedy, did you watch Scrubs when you were growing up?
A little bit here and there.
Oh, okay. Well, Tony, did you? Scrubs?
I haven't really ever heard of it, so no.
But does it have any monsters? You didn't watch it.
Yeah, never heard of it.
one of the only American programs that I really enjoyed that disappeared and I wish would come back was NYPD Blue.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I used to enjoy NYPD Blue. Between that and Taxi, but
Oh, Taxi. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yes.
But I used to enjoy NYPD Blue. But I think most of them have exited.
This is
Haven't
for
they?
my sister Alma for Taxi. What do you do when you get to a yellow light? Remember? Slow down. Just slow down. What do you do? My sister Alma had that one down. Oh my god. If you guys ever see that, it's what's his face is taking his DMV test. And he's at, what do you do when you get to a yellow light? Slow down.
Not this guy. Not Speedy.
Speedy?
That's why it's called Speedy, because he don't slow down at anything. No matter what color light it is, red, yellow, green, blue.
Actually, he pointed at Anime Girl. I'm not Anime Girl, so no.
That's you. I ain't pointing up.
No, the other way. You got to point the other hand.
Okay, I have to say that Matt's spatial relationship is finally correct. Tony, why don't you do it just above your head? That way you get him.
Up.
Oh,
There you
God.
go.
Oh, you
Now
moved your head at the
Yeah,
same time.
it's closer now.
It's close.
Yeah,
There you go.
There's
yeah.
anime girl.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
no.
anime.
That's
No.
Dee Dee.
That's
It's-
anime.
Something
That's
happened,
Dee Dee.
Tony, that the cameras are almost reversed now. So
Really?
I am looking at Anime Girl, but you guys are saying no, right?
No,
I'm looking.
right.
No, you're
Yeah,
not.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Something happened on the way it's because I used to always get it right, and now it's wrong. So now I'm
wow.
looking at Anime Girl, right?
Right.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
But if you look at the screen on video, I'm looking at a white border.
Wow.
That wasn't politically motivated, that commentary.
Hi, Roger.
Actually, that was rough. I'm gonna go past that. But now it's really I'm looking at the border right here of the if I look that now I'm looking at the white border, right? Now I'm looking at Anime Girl. Isn't it
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
But when people are watching us, I'm looking at the border of the program. That's crazy.
Wow. Oh man.
So it's being reversed now, Tony.
Great.
So you were pointing at Anime Girl at first. It's
so is the
funny.
anime girl on the end and she's not in the middle?
It's crazy. Watch this, guys. I will go to our live feed, but I'm not going to do it with sound because no. It's not going to work that way. But watch this. Here we go. This is what it looks like, which is in reverse, guys, to what you're watching. Come on. Come on. Here we go.
Yeah,
What?
birdie.
Do you see how it looks, Tony?
Matt's right above me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the way I see it.
Okay. Yeah, but it's crazy, Tony, but it's actually reversed.
It's reversed when we're live. That's what it is.
Yeah,
no, no.
it's
Matt's right above me though.
okay, right in yeah, and if
Now, yeah, here I am.
And you
okay,
are on
Tony.
Yeah.
Go okay, check it out. Oh, what the hell's going on? Oh, now we're watching it. We're watching the feed. That's about a 30-second delay.
Talk about bloody Twilight Zone. We're going good here. Keep it going.
Yeah.
I lost my mouse. Okay. Okay, we're back.
I'm gonna have to look at myself.
Lost you.
That monkey he tried for his mouth.
Did you hear that? Did you hear
Yeah.
what Tony said? That was a managerial phrase. I'm going to have to look for myself.
Yeah.
I've heard that from management
Still looks
when
the
I
same.
explain something.
Scorekeeper, what is the copyright rules on this particular channel? How long can a clip go with sound before it's chipped?
Maybe 10 seconds.
Oh well, you can't watch it then. I've got the What Does a Yellow Light Mean? The Taxi series, but the whole clip lasts.
Oh, you
1 minute
found
11.
it! Oh,
I found it, yes, but if I can't play it, then there's no use putting it up.
no, we can't because we'll be strike and all this stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah,
which
I
will
found
happen
it.
in 2027 in baseball. Oh,
Yeah.
So,
No, you can't. I've got it here actually.
Hmm?
You know, where he's sitting down at the desk and he's talking to the guy in the blue.
he's
What do you do with the
taking
yellow light?
he's taking his driver's license test, folks.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, that's not one of Taxi's best moments. That is one of comedy's best moments. You know which one I'm talking about, right, Tony? Where he's taking the DMV test.
I'm trying to remember.
Okay, he's taking the
If
DMV test.
you go on YouTube, just put in
Yeah.
taxi yellow light, and it will come up, and it's
So-
there.
He asks him the question, what do you do when you get to a yellow light? And he says, slow down. So he says, what do you do when you get to a yellow light? And everyone's like, slow down. What do you do? It's like, oh my God, it's just, oh, you guys, folks, it is one of
I
comedy's
think-
best moments.
I think that's where they got the idea for was it the sloth in Zootopia? I think that's where they got the idea for that.
So, Tony, it's incredible. So they're telling him, slow down.
That's funny.
Oh, what, folks? It is one of Hollywood's better. This is comedy gold. And my sister Alma used to repeat that one. That's why
Oh, that's great.
she commented right now. Guys, when you watch it, you just die laughing.
Oh, yeah. That's really
Because
funny.
they're giving him the answer.
Right.
So, and finally he's like, what? Who you? You've seen that one, right, Good Eye Girl?
Yes, I have, but I don't
Oh.
remember it right now.
I didn't either. I had to go back.
Well, like I said, just go into Google, put taxi yellow light, and the first thing that comes up is YouTube. What does a yellow light mean? Taxi TV series clip.
Will do.
That's
there you go.
funny. It goes right to there. That is.
Yeah, 505.7 thousand views this particular clip's had. So you can say it's pretty popular.
Yeah, it's really funny. But anyway, hopefully we'll get Speedy back in a few moments. And Speedy, I hope you are doing better. I know that there have been a few moments, sadly, when I'm not holding on to my full-size person pillow, that I might end up with my arm, underneath me, and then it's like dead because of my weight. So, we've all had it actually, where we fall asleep on our arm or whatever, and then wakes up and it's like it's just dead for a long time. We've all had that.
Excuse, did you just admit to having a full-size body pillow that you cuddle?
No, I have two of them.
Dang, lucky you.
Do we need to know what characters they are? Pray tell.
I have not named them, but they are female.
I bet they are.
When we went to Target, I even embarrassed my assistant Claudia. We were at Target, and I was like, "Ooh, full-size body pillows. I will have a friend tonight." She got so uncomfortable with that. She goes, "Really?" And anyone who knows her, they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Oh, they're on sale. I'm getting me too."
Yeah. I mean,
oh my god,
Amazon Japan do quite a roaring trade in them.
Oh,
in the anime section, you can get any of the anime characters.
And
you can get them body pillows.
Okay, you guys are gonna laugh though, because it just dawned on me. With the full-size body, they're huge, and you have to get the special pillowcase, the larger ones. So stupid scorekeeper went all Star Trek on it. No, they're not Star Trek body size pillows. That would be the epitome. But no, remember the race? One was black, one was white. So one of them is black and one is white. It just dawned on me, and I'm like, oh, this will never make, one of scorekeeper's pictures. But they are. There's I have two bit. I have 5 pillows, guys. Jeez. So they're full-size body pillows. Does that mean I have 7? I think so.
That's crazy.
I do have a lot of pillows, and
That's
I
crazy.
do. But sadly, I'm holding on to one of them. So yeah, it is what it is, and I think I've taken what little dignity I had and sent it to hell. I will put pictures now. Screw it, it's done. But I got them at Target. I purchased them there. They were on sale. It was a ridiculous sale, like $10 for the full-size body pillow, and they're not like rayon or anything. They're still like feathered pillows, so they're still a little on the fluffy side, and they're not bad. They're not bad. And what I do is I use the body pillows as the base, against the headboard, and then I have the other pillows up on top. And I know. Just shut up, scorekeeper. Right, Tony? Just shut up, dude.
I'm only. I'll just leave it alone.
Sports talk with the guys, right? Scorekeeper is beyond stupid. Let's just say I have a lot of pillows, sadly.
I'll just say you're comfortable with your feminine side. There we go. I'll leave it at that.
He has a feminine side?
Any man that owns more than 2 pillows, yes.
I have 3, things in my neck, man. They hurt. So I get, you know what? I'm all right with that.
Telling yourself that, you keep telling
Thank
yourself.
God, Tony, they're not those little throw pillows, that you just
Oh,
put
good.
on top.
Good.
Except they're real sized. Well,
How you
2
fit
of them
that
are
many
human
in there?
sized.
Jesus.
Did you hear that?
Your whole bed's a pillow. 7 pillows? What the hell? There's 2.
But they're full size pillows. They're not those little ones that are decorative. So
That's good, because those are annoying.
Yes. So I'm not in touch with my feminine side there. So. And thank God, you know what? She never had those pillows either. She never did. We always had, both she and I used to have a lot of pillows.
So are we talking things like this, scorekeeper?
I didn't know that you could get that. I may look into that if they have the Star Wars or Star Trek characters. No, there won't be a Spock or Picard. But if the green lady is there,
that is something like 60 inches, 180 centimeters.
Well, yeah, that's the size of them. They're really full-size pillows, guys. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Speedy. Yes? Speedy?
Well, I got this from JC Penney, but it didn't help.
You got 5 of them, or how many do you got?
No,
what up?
I got that online because I thought it would help with my arm, but it didn't. So
I'm sorry, Tony. I do owe Tony a genuine personal apology because I didn't bite my lip, but there were a few swear words in that one. Actually, I think all of you could have completed that sentence. Wow. What a...
No.
That's one of them.
Do you have a lot of shoes too, Roger?
You said you wanted a Star Trek body pillow.
Oh,
Which
God.
one? What do you want? What do you want?
Captain Kirk. Get him Captain Kirk. So
No!
you got the Halloween mask. Michael Myers.
That is a great story on It's Captain Kirk.
Yes.
That is hilarious. It's his mask. And when you look at it, you're like, holy crap, it is.
It's him, right?
It's him, yeah.
It's crazy. It's like the scariest mask in the world, and it's Captain Kirk.
Well,
it's so funny.
These ones from Japan will cost you $40 a piece.
Okay, come on, let's see them. I didn't know that you could get the designs on those. Really?
Yeah.
Because when I was at Target, all kidding aside, they only had either all white or I think they had gray and black.
There you go.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, I was hoping for the green girl, the Orion, but nah.
No, that's all they do. They don't do the actual. Well, hang on. I tell a lie. There is one that you can get, I suppose.
Carol Marcus? Oh. The young one, Eve Plum.
If you want Captain Kirk and the rest of the crew, there you go.
Oh, no, it's all right. No, that's a nightmare to be had. But look, the Star Trek, the fleet symbol, the Delta shield, that's cool. It looks nice, but nah, I wouldn't mind there being a... Well, okay, forget it. I'm already done. Anyway, it's all good. I didn't know that you could get the geisha girls or the anime girls on those pillows.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah, those. The one I showed you, that's one of the politer versions. There are ones where let's just say the young ladies are wearing a lot less. And I do mean a lot less. They are twin-sided. You put one side up during the day should someone walk into the bedroom, then over night time you turn it over, you see, for your own pleasure.
That's even better. I no matter whatever I would have said. That's funny.
And the flip side is normally the naughty side. I can't show you them on the screen. We would be instantly blocked, I'm telling you.
Could you send me the link, please?
Just go on
I
Amazon,
figure-
Amazon.jp. Go on there. They're all on there. You put
Son of
anime
Wait,
body
time out,
pillows.
time out.
And they all come up.
I thought Ike Princess was going to send you something like that for Star Trek.
Oh no! I don't know. She sent me the Christmas cards, which I do have them. And by the way, Ice Princess, it was really funny. She was so kind. There was a little mix-up in communication. She called me, okay, and I was like, what's going on? Whatever, there was a mix because I bought the cards from her, and I lost her invoice, so I Zelled her instead, and then I sent a message, hey, did you get that? Well, she took that in the back of her mind. I have to call scorekeeper. I have to call Roger. She called me from Mexico when she's on vacation. I'm like, Tanya, what the hell are you doing? Well, no, I had a note. There was a mix-up. I had a not for that. Why are you calling me on your vacation? And she said a very beautiful thing. She goes, nah, stop it, Roger. Don't say that. And I'm paraphrasing. She said, I needed to respond to you. And that's why. And it's the first chance I had. So she called me from Tulum, Mexico. She's on vacation. It was like, oh my God. So I said, would you send me pictures of the environment? So it would be really cool. Tulum is where they have all of the hey, Gridiron, have you been down there? That's where they have all of the archaeological stuff.
No, I have not that part of Mexico.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's beautiful down. She's in the Yucatan Peninsula. And I when she called me and she told me, she was like, what the hell are you doing, woman? Why are you wasting time calling me on vacation?
Right?
And
Well, you're special, Roger. You're special.
Well, she told me, she goes, dude, I had a message. I had to get a hold of you. And I was like, oh, I'm getting emotional. And then she comes on air and just beats the shit out of me. But it's cool. She will never admit to being nice to me on air. And she was. And that's why I'm taking advantage, because she's on vacation. She's not watching it. Wouldn't that be so funny if she came in? She goes, shut up, you little shit.
You've done that before.
She has done that before, yes. Oh my God.
I'm old blood.
Oh, oops. I mentioned her family's coming, and I'm a little embarrassed because she's asked me twice, can you send me the address? Oops. They're leaving Modesto right now. So for those of you who know California, they're leaving Modesto. They're going to go to San Jose to pick up the younger sister, and then they're going to come down here. Gridiron Girl, what's that? 6-7 hours?
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Who's this,
yeah.
Roger?
Her family, her sisters.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
They're,
okay.
And they're going to be coming over to visit. And look, we have a big house, but all the rooms are taken, and I didn't want them to stay in the living room. So I'm getting them a hotel right next to us. And because I feel bad. They're going to drive all the way down here, and they're going to sleep on the floor. This is what Mexican families do, right, Gridiron Girl?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, right, Speedy, I heard you say, yeah. My thing is, they're my age. No.
You have
not
to
that
share
age.
your pillows.
Right. Billy didn't hear that. Damn it. Billy did not hear that.
Roger's going to have to share his pillows.
At which I was like, hell no. I'm getting them a hotel room. That is not going to happen. So anyway, I'm really happy because they're going to come down to see her. And at first they were looking at coming down early, seeing her for some hours, and then driving back. That's a hard drive.
That's
it is
ridiculous. Yeah, no.
It is, but it's family because they're in Modesto. Tony, that's in the Central Valley.
Yeah, it's basically in the middle of nowhere.
That's right. Don't you have family there, Speedy?
Yes, I do.
Oh, my stomach just went. So, but it's what you do for family. Tony, it is not unlike you going from Detroit to like Columbus, I think. No, that's too far.
10 hours.
Columbus. Well, yeah, Columbus. Yeah, it's it's around there. But oh, she said thank you. So I just told him. I said, look, you know, family, the door is open. It will forever be open. But I was kind of telling him, you know, do you guys really want to sleep on the? I'll get you a hotel room. No, you don't have to do that. I said, yes, I know we're all Mexicans. Shut the hell up. I'll get you a hotel room. And you know what? She called me back about 10 minutes later. She goes, yeah, we'll take a room. I'm like, awesome, bitching. Because, you know, the reality is they're driving from a long way. What are we going to do? Put them on? I ain't giving them my pillows. So I'm eternally grateful they're coming down to see their sister. It's a hard trip for them. They're doing it. Because the older sister is going to be going down to Mexico in a few weeks herself for other medical trips. This 2026 has been kicking our ass. But you know what? Guys, I don't know if anyone noticed it, but on my post that I wrote when I announced the bad news, I finished it with a line from Star Trek 3. And the line was, when Kirk and crew steal the Enterprise on the chance that they might save Spock. And that's when Kirk says, may the wind be at our backs. I was you have to understand that I think I squeezed out a few when I wrote it. It was a very difficult post. I wrote it quickly, but it was full of emotion. And I finished it with that line, may the wind always be at our backs. And it's because in Star Trek 3, you know, they were stealing the Enterprise to save Spock, you know. That's why I stole that line. And it was my connection. I said, in the same manner that they're stealing the Enterprise to save, may the wind be at our backs, you know. Sorry, folks. It was laced with some heavy stuff. I know it's going to suck because I'm somewhere else, but it is what it is. But that's where it was from, guys.
You borrowed.
I bought. Thank you. Oh, Speedy. Thank you. Thank you for fast forwarding and correcting me. I appreciate that. I love you, brother. Anyway, it's all good. So anyway, folks, what other sports news you want to go over? We've been sprinkling in sports. Thank you, anime girl. If it wasn't for you, yeah. Hey, so did you guys hear? I talked about it earlier that CP3 has called it. He was released unceremoniously. If he is retired, it's done. Is he a Hall of Famer?
Well, they already called him future Hall of Famer, so he must be.
Okay. I guess. First ballot.
First ballot. That's right.
They said first ballot Hall of Famer. I had commented briefly that I did get to see him play in a game. I consider myself fortunate. That guy was good. Too bad he doesn't have a championship ring, but he brought teams up when he played. But I think he was just one of the unluckier stars that he was on good teams, but the teams he faced always were just a little bit better. But CP3 made teams better. You know. So I'm hoping he does get into the Hall of Fame, whether it's first ballot or not. I just don't know. Tony, I think you would have been proud of me this week because I went on a website and they were talking about Barry Bonds.
Okay. Shoot.
You know, and
I
they
was
were
kind of wondering where that was going.
a lot of people are screaming. Well, again, you know what I think about that. A lot of people are screaming about, well, Barry Bonds should be on the Fame and this, and all these writers are biased and everything, and you know everyone is mad and angry. And I actually blocked the website because it was stupid. So I commented on there, said, dude, are you satisfied with your screed? What did your little crying session do? It did nothing. It didn't change anything. But are you happy that you were screaming at everyone? How about you do this? Instead of banging on your keyboard, why don't you come out of mama's basement and find yourself a girlfriend too? And the funny thing is, I have not had one like or one comment on that. Oh, man. I really said it. I said, how about you come out of mama's basement, stop banging on the keyboard, and find yourself a girl too? Oh, man.
Wow.
Gridiron Girl, did you hear my screen? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hear my tyrant? Oh, hold on. That doesn't work either. Did you hear me complaining about the internet?
Well,
Funny,
she's
Roger. But yeah, I get you.
Thank God, because I had to dumb it down 2 levels.
You're not careful. She's going to come over there and hit you with something very solid over your bonds.
Okay, sadly, she's into that shit, so don't give her any ideas. You hear her? Do you hear her laughing? All kidding aside, folks, it's all good in the hood. But I do fear Gridiron Girl. I genuinely do. So it's all good.
I'm not surprised the way you provoke her.
It's all good. So, baseball lost a player this week. He was 34 years old. I don't know if you heard about it. Former Kansas City Royals speedster Terrence Gore dies at the age of 34. It was really, it was a shock. He was one of the last major leaguers to make an impact solely on speed. And boy, he could fly. On February 6th, the Kansas City Royals announced the passing of him. He was 34, and according to social media posts from his wife, Brittany, died following complications during a routine surgery. He was a revered teammate and dynamic personality. All I remember is, man, that little guy could – I don't mean to say little guy. It's just that man could run. He was Forrest Gump. He would run like the wind, man. And he is survived by his wife and 3 children. He was a revered teammate and dynamic personality. Gore's tremendous speed kept him in the major leagues for parts of 8 seasons and produced one of the more remarkable feats to which a player could lay claim to. He was a 2015 World Series champion with the Royals in his 2nd season in the Bigs, and he had yet to record a major league hit. Yeah. He, of course, picked it up next season, but he was in there for his speed, and he already had a World Series ring, and he still didn't have a hit yet. That's crazy. That is.
Okay, now I remember him. I had to see pictures.
As a matter of fact, he was with the Chicago Cubs as well. And his first hit, single – I'm sorry?
And the Mets and the Braves.
Yeah. But here's the line that gets me. In fact, it wasn't until his 5th major league season in 2018 with the Chicago Cubs that he got his first hit. A single up the middle off future Hall of Famer Max Scherzer.
Speaking of future Hall of Famers, there's one
please.
coming back to the Detroit Tigers, Justin Verlander. 42-year-old Justin Verlander. Yes.
How old is he?
42.
Wow.
Same age as me.
Yeah, he's still a kid.
Verlander's the one that's married to the model, right?
Kate Upton.
Yeah, we call him Mr. Upton.
So Mr. Upton is returning.
Right, Gridiron Girl?
Yep.
He was Mr. Upton for the longest time. You know, look, that guy, whatever you say, that guy still throws in the high 90s. Mm-hmm. There are days that he makes these whippersnappers look young, look bad. Who is the guy that was with one of the northern teams? He sent the cheerleader, pics of himself. And I think he played with one of the Eastern League team. In the NFL, he was 42 years old. Oh, he left Green Bay.
Brett Favre?
Brett Favre, yes. He sent the little pics. I remember saying back then, now we know why he hasn't retired. People were like, why? Well, when you have it that small, you got nothing else to do. Anyway. I apologize. Anyway.
He came up short.
Yes, he did. But when he was playing and doing what he was doing, there was this young kid that was on our network, and no, it wasn't Matt Alvarez. And I was talking to him. He was somewhere from Northeast. He says, Raj, scorekeeper, he's just old. And I was talking to a 19-year-old, okay, 19, 20. I said, young man, you're not going to know for a few years. But America is cheering for that old man, because when you have a guy who's 42 and he's still showing up these young whippersnappers, there are a lot of people that are loving it. Good or bad, it's kind of nice to see the old man still doing it. And
unless his name's Aaron Rodgers. There's always a clause.
Thank you.
Yes, there is.
Look, guys, Aaron Rodgers on the football field, hearing his interviews about football, him talking about football, there is a love affair that you can hear. He's played the game and he's played it well. It's hard not to like him when he's talking football. It is very easy to dislike him when he talks about everything else. This man has flown on airplanes and he believes the world is flat. Okay.
No.
Get out of me.
The world was flat. The cats would have knocked everything off. So that blows that one out the window. Sorry.
I like that one. That one, yes. I like that one too. Look, to all the people who think the world is flat, and I'm not talking about your mate, I'm talking about the world, the thing that goes around. How is it that when you look out to the horizon and you see a ship disappear, and it's only like 7 or 8 miles out, and yet if you look up straight, you can see an airplane that's 30 miles away? If the world is flat, why can't you see the ship 30 miles out?
Because it falls off the edge.
School time's over.
Yeah. The plane's in the sky, the boat's in the water. When it gets to the edge, it falls off.
Why is it that if, they say, well, due to atmospheric conditions, shut the hell up. This is an episode of Star Trek. Why can't you see the damn ship 30 miles away? If you can look at the sky and you can see an air. My point is, they say, well, after a certain time, you just can't see it. Baloney, you can see airplanes 20, 30 miles away. Why can't you see ships? You know what? Because it's called curvature of the earth. Do you guys know radar? Are there any flat earthers that are in the Navy? How the hell does that work?
Possibly. But, I mean, you say you can't see a ship 30 miles away because of the curvature of the earth. If you go to places like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, if you are standing in the desert at the right time, you will see a ship 30, 40 miles away, but it'll be upside down in the sky. Refraction. It's a layer in the atmosphere, and it refracts what's over the horizon, and you will see it. That's why they think the mirages originally came from. It's what people are seeing miles away, but it's refracted and it's upside down. Because I saw it as a kid in Kuwait at the airport, flying back from Hong Kong. Because the bloke come up and said, "What are you watching?" I says, "I'm trying to work out why there's a camel upside down walking on top of that aeroplane." And he sat and explained it to me. Why? There was a camel upside down walking on top of the aeroplane. It wasn't really there. It was about 20, 30 miles away. But
okay. In my screed, tirade. Oh, I'm sorry. When I was going off, Hopefully, Gridiron Girl gets that. Anyway, Tony, when I,
Oh, you are pushing your luck today, boy. You really, it might be Valentine's Day, but you're going to get an unprecedented
Yeah.
present.
Tony, you were deceptively quiet when I was talking about flat Earth.
Are you implying that
You
Dodo
believe the
Boy
world is
is a flat
round?
earther?
I'm asking, Tony.
What is there even to say in the conversation? I mean,
I'm just curious. Are
we're
you
talking about Santa Claus real? Let's talk about that. I mean, come on.
okay?
Yeah.
I will. Okay, I will accept it because I respect Tony. But notice the question was not answered. But I respect them all too much. All right, fair enough. Good.
So you're telling me, Dodo Boy, you don't believe in Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny?
Right.
Well, I think he did. He may have when he was younger. Did you?
All I can say is just remember the film Tooth Fairy. You're asking for it. You're cruising.
Get one of those white pearly ones. Privileged tooth.
The only Tooth Fairy I ever see happens to have a white coat and a little needle in his hand with Novocaine in it going, open wide.
Wow. That's funny.
Pardon my French, but it's Foxtrot Oscar. No.
You know, Anime Girl, that actually may be your line. It really may be.
Mm-hmm.
Major League Baseball is going to be adopting the ABS challenge system this year. That's going to be really interesting in Major League Baseball. So I have the link if you guys want to go ahead and follow it. Let me post it in the private chat as well as on in the chat room. It's going to be, we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Oh, it didn't. Well, you guys see it in the. Here it is. It may not work in the private chat, folks, and I do apologize. This is on SB Nation. But earlier this week, MLB, announced details of the ABS challenge system that will go into effect this season. There's going to be another change you'll notice on TV broadcasts of Major League Baseball this year. The strike zone box, which has become vital to baseball broadcasters as the first line is to football broadcasters. It will remain on screen, but will no longer indicate whether a pitch was a ball or strike. In addition to showing the pitch speed and type, the box previously marked a strike with a filled-in circle and a ball with a hollow circle. Home viewers might never have noticed such things. The change was made because the box will now be used for the ABS system, and MLB is doing everything it can ensure no one can exploit it. In fact, the box will be shown in just one place in the ballpark, the broadcast booth. So, it's going to be gone now, but as you know, baseball players are going to be able to appeal a strike call. And I don't know the full details, but before the season begins, they're going to be limited on the amount of times that they can appeal, but it will be the batter that has to initiate it. And I believe the pitcher will be able to do the same thing. So, your opinions on whether it will improve baseball or not? Because number one, you can't appeal everyone, every pitch, and there's a limited number. I just don't know what you guys are thinking about this.
Well, they did such a fine job in speeding up the game, and people were loving it so much they figured they got to go back and try to make the game
down
longer.
Well, they have more advertising opportunities.
Right. They're going too quick.
I believe the average time of a baseball game is about 2 hours and 37 minutes now. And that is significant because baseball had crossed 3 hour some time ago. And it was just ever increasing. I think it got up to 3:07. I personally did not mind the longer games because for me, it was my ADHD was satisfied. 3 hours for 3 innings. So it was like, yay, 1 hour for 3 innings. Yeah, I messed up. Thank you. And it was fine. When I go to a baseball game, they're a little on the short side as far as what I'm used to, but
Yeah,
the game
especially
does move very well. Gridiron Girl?
yeah, especially for the money. Well, for the money that we paid to go see a game,
Yeah.
gotta make it worth it.
I don't mind the short games in the minor league, but there is an argument to be made that when you have the playoffs and the World Series, this is the best. Why do you try to speed it up, basically? But the argument is Major League Baseball is playing 5 o'clock games on the West Coast, 8 o'clock in the East Coast. I remember when you had games passing midnight. Remember that, guys? That was crazy. Playoff game, 9-inning playoff games, 4-hour games. That was crazy.
Nice. I don't watch baseball. I mean, pardon me for saying this, but baseball for me is a bit like cricket. You know, I'd sooner watch paint dry and watch the drips go down the fun. Just nah.
There's more scoring than soccer.
Yeah, but you know, there's more fun watching soccer because you know if you get fed up with a game, you can watch the fans punch each other's lights out. So you know, there's fun there. You don't get that at a cricket match or a baseball match. They all sit there and go, "Yay!" Boring. You know.
Okay.
Not for me.
Well,
Not for me. I'm sorry, but it's not for me. I mean, if you want to go smack something with a bat, I'm damn sure you can go find a tree in the middle of a forest somewhere and spend an hour or two knocking 7 boughs out of it. It won't mind.
So what they're essentially saying here, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this means that players in the clubhouse and dugout and fans waiting in line for concessions won't see the strike zone box on TVs anymore in the stadium.
that is correct.
That's what, wow, okay. So if something major happens and I'm getting my popcorn, I won't see it.
You will not see the strike zone box that we've. I'm sorry. Hold on, Gridiron Girl. We will not see the ubiquitous strike zone box that we've been seeing for a while now.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
in my car really soon, Roger. Really soon.
We are talking about that little square
Yes.
box that appears on the screen, aren't you? Where you know the guy's supposed to throw the ball,
Yeah.
and normally he doesn't. He normally it's up. Oh yeah, it's anywhere but the freaking box half the time.
Yeah, the only ones that are going to see that are the broadcast people now. Apparently.
There's a job for you, scorekeeper.
What?
Hire yourself out. There's a guy that lies on the deck with a little box made out of some straws or something, and put it in front of the batter and say, "There you go." Dick.
Thank you.
Mind you have to duck when the ball comes or the bat comes across, but hey, you know, you're quick.
Oh, that's like Futurama's bean brawl or whatever it is. Space brawl. Oh, you're funny. Hell no. I wouldn't do that. But thank you. That was funny. That was obscure. I'll give you credit on that. No, I'm not going to do that. I've already been hit enough in my life. I don't need any more of it. So it's all good. I don't know what it's going to do to the game. I really don't. You're always going to have a moment where a team runs out of appeals and it's a critical moment or juncture. Oh, I'm sorry, Gridiron Girl. A critical moment of the game where it's just going to be you're not going to have it decided. Tony,
You have my
Gridiron
permission
Girl,
to
Anime
swear,
Girl.
good guy girl. You have my permission to swear at him.
We've talked about this in football. It's a sham. I know it's just me. This whole replay thing, because it's always come down to a moment where the team is either out of chances or they're not going to review it on an obviously blown call. Otherwise,
I can remember when you
what's
played
the point
sports.
of having it?
Yeah,
I'm
I can
sorry,
remember
Enrico.
when you played sports and you had referees or umpires, call them what you will, and the final word rested with them. No technology, No, nothing. If the referee said you're out, you were out. If the referee said you've just scored, you scored. No arguments, no if, buts, and maybes. And it was just left that way. Now they've got all this technology and it's screwing things up. Doesn't matter which game you play. Football, baseball, basketball, motor racing, anything. You start reviewing the damn thing and it just ruins it because you get half a dozen views of the same bloody shot and you think it was out first time. We don't need you to tell me half a dozen times it was out. Bloke's got two eyes. Let him use them, for Christ's sake. Stop relying on all this tech. Call me old-fashioned if you like, but Christ almighty, you know. It's meant to be sport. How's the fan supposed to argue about what the referee did or the umpire did if you've got technology that screws the whole damn argument up? Not fair.
I wish baseball had instant replay when Galarraga had a no-hitter stolen away from perfect game stolen away from him.
Tony, I told you this is how stupid they were. And I have been corrected. I actually looked in the rules. You can't do this anymore. It's like football. You cannot appeal a play anymore. You cannot play the game under protest anymore. This happened about 3-4 years ago. But back then, Tony, you could have appealed it. And I said, dude, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. You protest the game and you appeal it. You say you can't appeal a judgment call. Yeah, you can. And this is how you appeal it. You appeal it that the umpire made a wrong ruling. I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but you have to make your case, and it opens it up to baseball, and they would have to answer it. You appeal the interpretation of the ump's ruling. You could do it then. You can't do it anymore.
Why have they changed the ruling on that?
Baseball has become like football. Remember, we argued this over the last year when I was on Tony, proverbially, where I was telling them, you know, can't you appeal or protest the game? And Tony and some of the other guys were like, no, you realize what it would do? It's, you know, the games are done there. They're resolved there. It's done. You cannot appeal them. You cannot protest them. Because I would have said, well, hell, I'm going to protest this. And my glorious co-host here made it very clear you can't do that. In baseball, you were able to, but this was written out of the rules a few years ago. And it's fairly recent. It was around COVID time. You can no longer protest or appeal.
Well, I know there's a movement over here. You hear about it occasionally, and it's in what you laughingly deride as soccer. But the players are starting to turn around and wanting all this technology removed from the game because they feel that it is actually impinging on the game, because the referee's running off to a sideline and going, I've got to review it and he's there 5-10 minutes reviewing this bloody. You've got two eyes. Use your common sense, make the call. If there's an argument later on down the line, then sort it out there and then, not while the game's playing, because it ruins the bloody game. Like I said, I used to enjoy going to a football match and you'd hear the comments about the referee needing glasses. That's a polite version. It was part of the game. You had a laugh and then you enjoyed that interaction. That's all been taken away. And for me, you lose a bit of the interaction with whatever sport you're watching. It doesn't matter which sport it is.
I acknowledge that. I agree with you 100%. Tony, and I'm going to ask Gridiron Girl and Speedy. It's a two-part question. Are you for or against the instant replay? And let's skip it to football for a moment. And do you believe that it has helped the game? So you've heard me ad infinitum, go on forever about wow. Anyway, you've heard me go on forever about there has still been critical moments and there's no replay. That's why I call it a sham, because you've had moments in the final minutes of a game and there's no instant replay, and you knew the ref got it wrong. So what's the point of it? But anyways, Tony, are you for or against instant replay in football?
I'm for it. Just if they could just get one extra call right a game, it's worth it to me.
Okay, so that
long calls.
So that kind of did you answer my second question then? That has it helped the game or has it hurt the game? I think it's helped the game, right? For the most part.
Yeah, I think it helps the game if you could overcorrect a bad call. I mean, yeah.
And I don't believe there are bad refs. I don't believe there are bad. Okay, I was about to say bad umpires. I admit, I caught myself. There are bad refs. There are. But for the most part, I believe they make the calls most of the time correctly. I mean, how many times have we seen an instant replay that we thought at first glance he got a call? And then we look at it, and sometimes it's a freaking centimeter of a centimeter, and you're like, oh, God, they actually made the right call.
Yeah.
And no one gives the refs props on those.
Right.
So you believe it has helped the game, but you think that there should still be at least one more. So, all right. I've generally argued that. Gridiron Girl, are you for or against instant replay? And the second one would be is, do you believe it has added to the game or taken away? And yeah.
Also agree with what Tony said. Yeah, I do like the instant replay, but if they would get more, I would ask for a lot more calls right. And yes, there are bad refs, and that's it.
Thank you, Gridiron Girl. Speedy.
You're welcome.
La Tortuga.
Yeah, I think it's helped the game because in a lot of ways, I mean, it's funny too because yesterday when I was on Facebook, I watched a video where John Gruden took a camera crew and they went back to the Oakland Coliseum, and his last statement was, "Yeah, that last game we had here, the referees, they lied about us because of the stupid index card thing." And I want that back. I was like, yeah, I remember that game.
Okay. You answered my second question, Speedy. Are you for or against? That's question number one. Are you for or against instant replay?
I'm for it, mainly because of wrestling, because they go, well, wait, he tapped and the match is over. But then they replay and they go, wait, no. His foot was actually on the rope before the referee counted 3. So the match is not over. So, and they've done this in the NFL where they're like, wait, and they have that's why all sports should have somebody like Dean Blandino who always gets the calls right. So they always bring him in and they're like, Dean, what do you think about this play? They did that on Sunday. Is his foot out? And Dean goes, no, his foot's not out. Because his knee caught the ball never touched the ground, therefore the game is still in play. So,
thank you, Speedy. I appreciate that analysis. Hey, Anime Girl, are you? Oh, you're against it, aren't you? I think you and I are in the same boat.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, for me, all this electronic crap that they've now got on the sidelines, check the ball. Was it over? I mean, a fraction of a millimeter, and that's bollock. Oh, yeah, look, it's now out of play. Who gives a rat's ass? You've got officials on the park to do that. Let's not double check them. Is there a place for it? I would say no, not really. All that, to me, all these people that want to see these multiple views of the same infraction, no, I don't get it. Not for me. It ruins it. I mean, I'm a fan of car racing. British touring cars in particular. And even they've started now that you get an incident on the track, and they will show you the same incident half a dozen times from half a dozen different viewpoints. And every time you see it, you think, yeah, somebody screwed up. I don't need to be told that. I've got eyes. I can think this thing through. Football fans have brains. Well, most of them do, depending on what team they support. You know, they can work these things through, and they enjoy music. I'm being called to heaven. Help.
My clock, top of the hour, my clock does this every hour.
That was cool. That was funny.
Yeah, but you know, you've got a brain. For Christ's sake, use it. You don't have to rely on cameras. And don't forget, now with this AI crap coming in, they can alter it if they really want to. They can alter what you're looking at. So can you actually trust it? In all honesty, can you honestly trust it? If they can manipulate an image or a view from a certain angle, no. Use the officials on the park. In a football game, you've got the referee in the middle of the park and you've got linesmen going up and down the edges. Rely on them. Use them. You know, but that's just me. I'm old-fashioned, I suppose.
Anime Girl, I believe this is interesting that I it's not a political, it's whether you're right or left, whether you agree with it or not. I do appreciate how we're all on the different sides. Just for lack of a better word, I would say that Anime Girl is far over. Oh, she doesn't want change. She'd be far over on the right. I think Tony, Gridiron Girl, and Speedy would be on the left because of the advancement. I would be center right, closer to Anime Girl. The three of you would be on the left because of advancement and progress. I guys, you've heard me. You're bored by it. I've said it's a sham because of the way it's used. If you could still use it, like both Tony and Gridiron Girl said, if you could use it at the critical moments, fine. But I believe it has been cheapened. It's genuinely just the luck of the draw. If the coach says, well, I'm not going to appeal it here, I'm not going to appeal it here, I'm going to appeal it in the last 1 minute if the opportunity arises. That, I think, is disingenuous. But I'm not going to bore you guys with all of the crap because I've already said it. If they could resolve that, if they could do it. I know the NBA reviews the fouls. We've talked about that. Big Dog made it very clear that they can change the flagrant foul because they do look back at it. I don't know. Tony said, hey, man, if you can get at least one more in there. And Gridiron Girl says, we need a lot more. So Gridiron Girl's all the way over here on the left. He's way over there. Tony's a little bit further. Speedy's here. There's the center. I'm over on the right. And then Anime Girl and Gridiron Girl.
North and South Pole, basically.
I think so, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And that's why I appreciate the commentary that we all have here. We're not all on the same page. Yeah. Am I positive for the Yeah. But there's always moments that it's never used when it should be. You heard me say that already. So I'm with you, Tony. I'm with you, Gridiron Girl, if they were to get it right. But do we know what a catch in the NFL is yet?
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if you're going to use this garbage, use it during the game. Don't use it in the last seconds of a dying game. If they're going to use it, the one proviso I would want to see is you can use it up until the last 5 minutes of the game. After that, no.
So if the referee's got money on the game and he's going to throw an extra bullcrap call and that changes the whole Super Bowl, you're fine with that.
Is 5 minutes really going to make that much of a difference?
Yeah, one call will change the whole.
As a matter of fact, Anime Girl, that's been one of my. Forgive me. And notice we all got animated on this.
Cowboys are in the Super Bowl. They're going to win it. Well, wait, the ref's got money on the other team. He's going to throw a bogus call, and now you lost. How would you feel? I'd want that replayed.
No.
And that's
No.
watching the
Or you'd
Kansas
rather
City
lose the
games.
Super Bowl. Well, I want to win the Super Bowl.
How many
right
referees
back.
are going to? How many referees are going to bet on the
A
Super
lot.
Bowl
They'll
game
make-
and actually be the referee on the day?
Most of them do. Because they'll make more in
Bring
one
back.
game than they do in 10 years.
Uh,
They only make 100,000 a year. They'll make
right,
millions on the back.
I don't want to bullshit you right now.
I mean, to me,
Margarita
they shouldn't-
has
they
pancreatic
shouldn't
make
be
much
able to
money.
do that.
You don't even get benefits. They
and
don't
it's
make
Yeah, I
really
mean,
bad.
they
No,
shouldn't-
hey, I know. I just want to tell
They
you.
shouldn't be able to
I
gamble on it. If they're
myself.
refereeing the game, they
No,
shouldn't
no,
be gambling
You
on
have
that
other
game.
people gambling
And
for them.
I'm sorry I didn't reach out to
Hey,
you.
I'm betting a couple million on
Um,
this game. I'll split it with you if you make sure we win.
Yeah.
No.
That's all. No, they
And
don't
I
put in
thank
their
you,
name. They're not
and,
dumb.
I just didn't want to call you to let you know on that.
Mm.
Because I figured if you didn't call me,
Easy.
something was
One,
up too.
one
So
referee
I was
could
selfish,
decide
but
the
I just
outcome
wanna
of a
let you know,
Super Bowl.
I am
Easy.
a bit distracted, but other than that, it's good.
Yeah.
Because it's always
Um,
usually close.
When
If
do you
it's a
have some
close game.
time
Now, if it's a blowout, no. You know,
to go over a lot of stuff, you and I?
but the last couple minutes, if it's within one score, he could change it.
Yeah.
It's corrupt. It's all corrupt out there. So I want him exposed.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, over here it's not as bad. I mean, if a referee gets caught gambling and he's out, end of mission, he gone. And when we've had it a couple of times that officials have been caught gambling on matches that they've officiated on, and they are out. And those games are reviewed.
It's hard to prove when it's not in their name. Very hard to prove.
Yeah.
That's why you don't put in your name. You got a good friend, somebody you can count on, a relative, whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, for me, no disrespect to you, I'm not being facetious, but I say this. Sometimes you can sit and say, "What if?" on any given situation.
Not at the
Doesn't mean every game's going to go that way. Even the big ones doesn't mean it.
I don't want one going that way. You could stop it with a replay.
Well, as I said, with AI, can you be sure? They can alter it. It's so easy.
That's
They
true.
They have proven it with AI.
Yeah,
People
the
have
whole
told us,
system's corrupt.
is this real?
Yeah, if the whole NFL's corrupt, then yeah, you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah,
But if
I
it's
mean,
just one
well,
referee, you can.
On that particular argument, Toad, I will not argue. Is the NFL twisted and warped? Yeah, I agree with you fully on that. Can you trust half of what goes on in the NFL? For me, hell no. Hell no. But that's just the way it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I muted you there, scorekeeper, because you were coming over on air and I didn't want your conversation broadcast. So I muted you. I apologize.
muted myself.
No, you didn't.
No.
Okay. Oh, so you heard. Oh,
Well, I heard some of it, but I muted it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
sorry, folks. Look, a lot of people are calling me, and they're all finding out. So that's why I guess you heard. I'm not mincing words. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. This is what's been going on.
Yeah,
So
well,
sorry.
we got that far, and then I muted you. So most of your conversation was not heard. So if you're wondering who muted you, me, and I apologize for doing so.
I thought I muted myself. Really?
No.
No.
Damn it.
No.
It takes more than one to mute you, Raj.
Wow.
Yo, Dodo boy, touchdown!
If I was there, Tony, I would give you a high five.
Yeah,
I don't even know which way to. All right, I was covering both.
yep, touchdown. Are you going for the 1-pointer or the 2-point conversion? Please help.
I think he got all three.
Yeah, he's going for the 2-point conversion. You better
that's
watch
funny.
for that hits. Get in there.
Yeah. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not trying to be short, but I just tell people, I said, look, dude, this is the shit that's going on. I'm just trying to make it clear. So I'm not trying to be court. I'm trying to respect other people's times as well. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. Anyway, I was trying to hear the conversation, but I couldn't hear it. So, look, you're still talking about the replay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I missed out on it, but it could be fixed. It could be, but all right. I'm not a fan of it because there are so many games at the very end that there's no replay. And it's like, well, that's why I call it a sham. Like, well, when you really need it, it's not available. It's arbitrary and capricious. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, oh shit, Grenadier, I can't dumb it down more than that.
Okay, with that said, I gotta tap out because I got to go somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll see you next week then, girl.
Grenadier, you're a great sport. I know we're all going to finish up. You know I'm just effing with you, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you'll find out when you go for your next walk and this strange car is following you and you end up in A&E because you've been bum over tit on the car.
What is that joke? You watch out for the soccer moms in their SUVs. Oh,
there you go. One down there. She's not a soccer mom, but by the hell, you better watch that SUV because
I'll reach out to you as well, Grenadier Girl, because I haven't spoken to you in a bit either. But thank you. I do, folks. I do thank everyone that has reached out, and I mean it. It has been great for me. It's been great for her. It's been great for the family, and I have to thank everyone. I just can't say enough. It means a great deal to us. Your comments, the emojis, everything. It's just, you have no idea. I have no idea. And that's the best I can say. So, Gridiron Girl, yeah, I'm sorry. I was happy with you today, and I apologize.
So anyways, bye Anime Girl, bye Speedy, bye the Show. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
Valentine's Day.
You too, Roger.
Yeah, no stuffing all the chocolates you got for today either.
All right. Damn, I went to town on her, didn't I? God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I really went to town.
Like I said, if you're ever going to get a stalker now, this is it, because she's going to be stalking you with that damn car.
That last one was funny. Like, I can't dumb it down anymore. That was bad.
You got to give her a juice. She can take the joke. She doesn't get narky. She can take the joke. Bit like Dodo Boy, he can take the joke. He can give it as well as take it, which is how it's meant to be.
So, but I was an asshole to her all day. I was. Oh my God, it was funny. Because the first time it was screen and time rate. And I corrected myself and no one reacted. So I did it again where I said it. You know, like, okay, well, what did you think of my screen and time? Oh, I'm sorry. What did you think about me going on and oh my God, I wasn't.
I'm afraid I suffered from what they call selective deafness at that point.
I fully admit I was an a-hole. Oh, it was fun.
I'm so used to getting that sort of piss taken out of me. I get to the point where I hear it and it just goes, stop talking now. And I'm back in the room. You know? I'm sorry. It's just the way I'm growing up. My generation, you know, we're so used to verbally abusing each other that we don't care anymore.
I expected her to say, and she said, "Oh, okay, bye, Anime Girl, bye the Philly special." But then she said, "Goodbye, Roger." So she's being a good. I know. Yeah, I got under her skin today. I owe her a big apology, but she is a good sport. She really is. But yeah, that one did suck. I can't dumb it down anymore.
I don't think really. I mean,
that was an asshole move.
Any of the hosts or co-hosts on here, we might get a bit irate, but I don't think any of us get really angry or hold long time grudges. We don't hold a grudge. Yeah, okay. I can't stand Dodo Boy and the Bloody Eagles, but that's doesn't matter.
You're
And
back.
when you start on about baseball, when you start on about baseball, that's it. The shutters come down, the brain goes la 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 la, and it's just how it is. But long time grudge. Yeah, if we did that, we wouldn't have half the fun on this program that we do. It wouldn't work.
I am glad that you are blind to the history of past events, Anime Girl, because we've had hosts that have gone to war with each other on air. It's funny. And I've been at least in half of them. Oh, consider the swords, I guess.
Shock horror.
Shock horror. Oh my God. She has not used that one in a while.
I know. That's why I had to use it.
Oh my God. I firmly admit it. I'm like, you scorekeeper. Ooh, something happened in one of our staff meetings that I made a statement and someone came back and said, well, no, we're not going to use that. I'm like, what? This is my business, you little shit. And I started talking down to him and I'm like, oh, no, bullshit. This is the way it's going to be. And my assistant said, oh, so you said and that's it? I blew her off for a moment. But I was going to tell her, yeah, that's the way it is. So Roger can be a dick in a moment. Oh, my God. I love telling my clients too. Oh, I love it when my, people say, I love working with you. No. There's no width. Change it to 4. Oh my God. Anyway, it's fun, guys. I don't know.
Though.
Go ahead, Speedy.
I agree with Anime Girl because about the whole AI thing. Because yesterday I thought I found a true version of Three Doors Down, girl version, because Brad Arnold had just died. If you guys didn't know, the lead singer of Three Doors Down. And then I looked in the comments on YouTube and it said, well, this is an AI generated song. It's not real. And I went, I thought it was a real song by a girl band for Brad, but it's not. It's AI generated. And my second point was, Roger, when you were talking about arguments for baseball, could there be like, how in Remember the Titans, when the other coach is like, if you don't call this game fair, I'm going to go to the papers. I don't care if I go down with you, but before God, I'll make sure every last one of you is thrown in jail. And he tells him, you dig your own grave. He's like, okay. And then he tells the defense, on me. And he goes back to Herman. He goes, hey, leave no doubt. Remember? That's what you taught me. Can that argument be made in real life? Probably not. Where if he thinks the umpire is being dirty, like they were in that game, and one of the coaches decides, I've had enough, let me just go talk to this referee and see if I can calm him down. If not, then I'll have to get tough.
Okay. You can't do it anymore because everyone's mic'd up.
Right, yeah.
Have a conversation like that happened? I have to believe they have. But they're not the shouty match ones because the minute you question in such a manner, you're gone. Has it happened? Probably. I don't know if we'll ever even know. Because the minute you make an accusation like that, it never goes away. So, I have spoken to umps, but I've never been in that position. No, I can't say that I have. Where I'd say, dude, I'm going to call you out. I'll threaten you. I'll destroy you. No, I've never been in anything ever like that because there are other ways to handle it. Have we hit umpires intentionally? For the love of God, yes. You've
I
seen
don't
the
think
videos.
there's a game around where the one player hasn't at least tried to take a swipe at the referee with a overtly or covertly. They've all done it. Footballers, cricketers, baseball, rugby, you name it. They've all had a go at them.
You know, there's something that we did not talk about in the Super Bowl, and Tony, you actually missed it. And correct me if I'm wrong, early in the game, didn't they get into like a shoving, pushing, and the refs were in the middle of it, and several refs got hit? I swear it was in the Super Bowl, and I commented, those are good refs because they want to have them play. Because the minute you touch a ref, I mean, that's like, dude, you're gone. You can't do that. And several refs got pushed around, and I did make the comment, I said, you know what? Those are good refs because they had every reason to kick several players out, and they're like, nope, play the game, play the game. Those are good refs.
Yeah, because I remember
if you do that later in the game, you could get kicked out. But I think it happened early in the game, Tony, that there was some close plays, and some refs got pushed around and didn't say a word. No penalty, no. They're like, shut up, get back. Oh, wait a minute.
Wasn't it week 16 or week 17? One of the teams were playing, and the guy came backwards. I think missed the ball. The referee said something. As he turned round, either the ref's hand came up or his arm went down. They touched, and he was out of the game.
Oh,
he didn't even know what happened.
Yeah. So no,
the guy was gone.
It was recent. I'm gonna have to find it. I might have to look for it again. But anyway, I wanted to throw that out there. Someone's gonna correct me. It was very recent where the refs were letting the players play the game. I think it was in the Super Bowl early on, and I commented to Peter. I said, those are good refs. Because the minute you touch them, it's automatic, right, Tony?
Yep.
So you see that over here, that doesn't happen over here in soccer. You can bounce off the ref. It doesn't matter. Half the time, it's a case of he was in the way, you know.
Right.
Excuse me. You will probably get a yellow card, which is, 2 yellow cards equals a red and you're out. So you may get a yellow card for colliding with the ref, but it's up to the ref's discretion. If he thinks it's accidental, he will probably turn and say, watch it. Next time you'll get a yellow. But if he thinks it's deliberate, he'll give you a yellow, or worse still, 2 yellows and a red, and you're gone.
Well, I don't think the ref has the choice, right, Tony? If you touch a ref, you're out, right? I mean, if it's incidental, it's incidental.
I mean, I believe it's probably their discretion.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, because the last time I was here, last time I was here, we talked about what happened in hockey where the guy from the other team went down and started attacking the Shark player, and he's not even on the play. He's the goalie for the other team, and he got all the way across the ice just to say something to that other guy, and then he got attacked by all the Sharks. I'm like, why did you do that in the first place? So then they went, and the referee came up to him and pulled him off, and I guess he thought it was a player from the Sharks. He didn't know it was the referee, and they went, he's gone. The announcers were even talking about it too, and they go, I think all 3 of them are gone because they all just attacked the referee too. So they had to bring in a replacement referee, and they all got tossed. So
yeah, you're right.
If you intentionally attack an official of any game, my view is, you should be gone. If you intentionally go for an official, then you're out of there. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. You have made your intentions perfectly clear. You are not going to accept his authority. You're going to level the guy. Out, gone. Bye-bye.
We accepted the umpire's authority, but when he is showing favor and bias, it's just a missed call. You're crossed up. That's all. And the catcher goes the other way, and the ball goes, and bam. Sometimes you nail them. And most umps, you're on their list. You're not going to get another call, but the message is understood. If a player in baseball takes the time to go after the home plate ump, dude, that is like you're not paying attention. If you drive a team to actually hit them like that, they're rarely ever wrong. But can they? Yes. Is it wrong? You bet damn right it is. Have we done it? Oh, F yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you do. You know, hey, you're messing with my money. Yeah, right. You know, but pay attention. And that's what it is. I told you the time that the ump was calling them over our heads, guys. And our coach called for Ignacio's Gary to bunt. And we're like, Coach, he's calling him up. He's saying, hey, that's a strike zone. That's what you got. Oh, wait. If that's what the ump is calling, that's what you have to stay with. It's like, but he's calling him up here. Well, he called a squeeze play. And Nacho, my key teammate, he's taller than me, and he went up there, dude, with the bat to bring that bunt down, and he got it down, dude. It was crazy, and we're like, why the hell are you calling that squeeze? Now that wasn't an umpire thing; that was our coach. Why the hell are you calling the squeeze when he's calling the strike up here? Anyway, that was one of the weirdest games I've ever had. But as coach said, if that's what he's calling, and if he's not consistent, you know what he's going to call. We're like,
you see,
if that's his strike zone, okay. If that's what he's going to call, at least be consistent. That was a psycho.
He's sarcastic me. I'd have gone and found a soapbox or something and put the soapbox down, or a fruit box and stood on top of the box and say, now call the fucking thing over my head. Come on.
That's funny.
But that would have been, that's just me, you know.
Okay, this was high school. You don't go after an ump in high school. You don't. But our coach was, if he's going to call it, you know he's going to call it. Shut the F up. You know he's going to call it. And sadly, that ump was consistent.
Well, you do get consistently bad refs and coaches.
It was.
You do get consistently bad ones. That's just the luck of the draw. I mean, I can always remember I went to early in my life. I was about 6, 7 years of age, and I went to a Scotland match, and there was a foul in the penalty area, and it was everybody could see it. The home fans could see it. The away fans could, and the referee went, "Play on." You should have heard that bloody stadium. He went absolutely ballistic. Even the players went nuts. And the thing I remember is this one guy come out from one of the dugouts. He just walked over to the umpire and went, "You need these." And walked away. He just, "You need these," and walked away. And that was it. But it was things like that slowly started turning me away from watching soccer. And then I went to the one match where it was Scotland versus Holland, and it wasn't what was on the park that was in the news. It was what's happening in the stadium around. And I thought, now, if I'm going to go something like that, I want to go and enjoy it. I don't want to have to watch what's going on behind me or around me. I want to watch what's there. And you can't, but at that time, you couldn't do it. I mean, it's well known in the 70s, British football, it was a punch up on a Saturday. It wasn't go to watch the game. It's let's go for a punch up. Who we play? Oh, it's Manchester United against Millwall. Call the riot police out because there's going to be one hell of a punch up. That was it. I got sick to death of it.
That was the hooliganism. That's where it came from, the hooliganism.
That was it. I mean,
yeah.
That's why you ended up with things like, Hazel Stadium. I watched that game. I watched them riot, and now,
yeah,
that's not sport.
No, and things do get out of hand. But at this point, folks, I do want to ask your forgiveness. We have gone over. I've enjoyed the conversation, but I do want to. It's a holiday weekend. I know, Anime Girl, it's not for you. I want to free up the co-hosts. Anime Gridiron Girl already told me to go to hell, so all right. And I'm going to pay for that one, but it's okay. She's really good about it. I want to thank my co-hosts. We do need to get going, and I want to wish everyone a wonderful holiday weekend. And Anime Girl, thank you for coming across the pond. Speedy, Dude, we miss you. We're so glad you were able to come back and join us. Gridiron Girl, come on. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And Tony, dude, it's great. You're not going to be with us next week, are you?
No, God, your memory's a lot better than mine, but yeah.
Well,
What, is it another event, or you actually got a job this time, a real job?
No, I got a cigar event from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Dayton,
that's a job.
Yeah,
He's
Dayton,
being
Ohio.
paid. He's being paid for that. That is
Yeah.
awesome. That is awesome. If you're being paid for what you like, is it really a job? And I asked that earlier.
It's a
Is
job,
what
it's
I
not
do-
work. It's a job, but it's not work.
There it is. Yeah. And for me, it's not as well. I actually enjoy what I do. And I'm lucky. I'm like, that's why I gave up what I had. 33 years, I gave up a government job. And people thought I was crazy. I'm like, I thought I was crazy. But you know what? I'd rather work for 2.5 months as opposed to 12. So
Amen.
amen. Yes.
Yeah.
Amen. 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 And if you really want to see a good amen, Lilies of the Field. Look it up on YouTube, baby. Sidney Poitier, man. One of the better amens ever. So it's fun. Again, I want to thank everyone. This was a great episode. I want to thank my co-host for joining me in the second hour of the program. But it was all good in the hood. Did you have your egg whites, Tony?
Yes, I did.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, there's a few chickens out there with sitting there looking at the egg yolk going, the hell happened?
Yeah, I'm not getting it later for dinner. The Valentine's Day dinner doesn't include egg whites, so I had to have it for breakfast.
I had
Tony.
chorizo and egg, so I'm good.
I have not. I got to run out and get breakfast. But I have to tell you, Tony knows there was a host in another program because of one thing he wrote in a book. I used to take pictures and text it to, right? The redneck Reverte. With Tony, when I see egg whites, I swear to God, I'm not demanding it, Tony, but sadly, if I had your number, every time I see egg whites, I would text you. Because I did that to that author. Whenever I walked into and I saw a stand of, it's the electrical tape, guys. But in his book, he referred to it as redneck repair tape, which was so funny. It's very common. And he commented on it and goes, yeah, Roger, whenever he sees it, he sends it to me. It was harmless. I was thinking about him. And sadly, Tony, when I see egg whites, I'm
Thanks.
thinking of you.
All right.
But in a good way, man. In a good way. Guys, it has been great. I got to find something for everyone, but I want to thank everyone. It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, 2026 is doing its best to kick all of our asses. And you know what? The people that I admire most are the ones that no matter how good it is, no matter how bad it is, they wake up every morning. And I know a lot of you are not going to get this, so I apologize. They get the proverbial time card, they put it in the machine, and they punch that clock. That no matter what, good or bad, they wake up every morning and the day is there and they report to work, so to speak. Those are the people that I admire the most. A lot of them are here. A lot of them are in my universe. And I just want to share that with you. Those are the people that I admire the most, good or bad. They punch that clock every day. Those are the heroes in our lives. So I thank my heroes that are here with me and everyone else watching. Miss you all. We'll see you guys next week. For us here on Sports Talk with the Guys, we'll see you guys on the other side. Peace! Independence Day.
Really?